And we are back. Back once again with a late night version of the Sheffy Show. Here we are as we get the privilege of watching our New York Knicks take on the Phoenix Suns. Little late night, like I said, because we are indeed out on a little mini West Coast road trip. Starts here tonight, taking on the Phoenix Suns, the resurgent Phoenix Suns after a down year. Here we go, a Friday night Knicks affair taking place. Let's go ahead and start the show. Yup, we are indeed back, baby. We are here once again to lay witness to our New York Knicks. Boy, oh boy, does it feel good to be able to watch our New York Knicks. And boy, oh boy, does it feel good to watch our New York Knicks actually play some dang good basketball. Just good competitive basketball, right? 4 games, kid. Really gets you thinking about the things you're grateful for, and I'm grateful that our New York Knicks are an actual competent basketball team because I do not miss the days. I do not miss the days where the Knicks would go into games and we would probably know after the first quarter they don't really have a chance of pulling it off tonight. And so I'm very grateful that whether the Knicks are down 15 or up 15 or tied, and it doesn't really matter, I'm pretty confident our New York Knicks are going to be able to pull that game out no matter who the opponent is. Now, sometimes they let us down like they did during the 4-game stretch there, but they got back on track against the Los Angeles Clippers. And so here today, we are watching them take on the Phoenix Suns, and hopefully they continue the good vibes. We pick up another victory today. We are very close to a fully healthy returning team, but we are not there yet. And we will talk about those players when we get to them during our pregame preamble, as always. But here we go. We're going to start where we always start, and that is with the captain, Jaylen Brunson. Justice's dad. What's up, Justice's dad? So wow, it's the shirt. I had the ref for you, Justice's dad. You mentioned it before the Clippers game, and I wasn't ready to break it out for the Clippers game because, like I said, I was going to keep it casual. So they gave us a reason to support them again. And they brought it back. So I said, you know what? Justice's dad was right. We do have good luck when we wear the shirt. So we had to break it out, of course. Joey DeLuca, what's up, Joey? Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? Joey said, one question, why did you block A-Rod from the channel? Because we are Marshall Green fans for Transports. I didn't block anybody from the channel. I don't know what's going on with A-Rod, but no, I like Marshall. I like Marshall a lot. Shout out to Marshall Green. Joseph, what's up, Joseph? We're going to start with Jaylen Brunson. Jaylen Brunson, 29.4 points per game, damn near 30 points per game, doing what he always does. He was part of the problem during the 4-game stretch. We needed him to be much better, and he brought it during the Clippers game. My goodness, was he phenomenal during that Clippers game. There's not really much we can go over in terms of like counting stats for Jaylen Brunson because at this point he's kind of gone back to who he has always been. He's been phenomenal. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Ricardo Brothway, what's up, Ricardo? Jaylen Brunson continues to be who we always thought he was, who he has been the last 3 years for the New York Knicks, if not even better. He was phenomenal the other night against the LA Clippers. He finally picked up his play yet again. Everybody's going to have some down moments. Everybody's going to have some down games. Jaylen Brunson is not immune to those moments. Thankfully, he broke out of it, and he had an excellent performance against the Clippers. And he should be able to continue it because every time he's in Phoenix, this man turns up the burner. He lets it go. And the last time he was out here in Phoenix, he had a 50 ball, went 9 for 9 from three-point range. So hopefully we get some level of a repeat performance. That's a high bar to get over. But hopefully he goes off yet again here today. I will say the Phoenix Suns playing some excellent basketball. The defense has ticked up from them, so it's not going to be an easy matchup for him. He does get to see his old buddy Colin Gillespie, though, who will be the starting point guard for the Suns. We'll get to Colin Gillespie, though. Let's get to Karl Anthony Towns. And the very, very maligned Karl Anthony Towns, boy, oh boy, was again spooky out here because he was continuing to let people down, even people who were rooting for him brother, we needed you to step up. And he stepped up against the LA Clippers. Hopefully he can continue the good play here tonight. It was an up and down affair for the most part during that Clippers game, but in the second half in particular, he really started to turn it around. JP Knicks, what's up, JP? Just that, it takes a lot to get blocked for a day from this channel. I mean, I don't do any blocking unless people are being weirdos in the chat. So I was not the person who blocked A-Rod, but I'm sure if he ended up getting blocked for a day, it was because he was being a weirdo. I welcome him back, just don't be a weirdo. Just that's a Deuce starting again, good. He needs to remain in starting lineup. Even when Josh Hart comes back, I'll maintain this. Even when Josh Hart comes back, Deuce McBride should remain in the starting lineup. This has been my opinion going back to last year. This was my opinion going into this year. Even when Josh Hart was playing excellently, this was my opinion during that period. I don't mind Josh Hart in the starting lineup if they go back to it, but we got to get Deuce McBride hovering around 30 minutes a game, man. Whew. That Yabusele out tonight. I did see that he was questionable. That's unfortunate because he's coming off his best game against the Clippers. I was hoping to see him continue to roll that good play. BKNY, Brooklyn NY. What's up, BK? Kolek over Deuce? Brother, you're talking about Kolek over a guy shooting 45% from three-point range is one of the best point-of-attack defenders on the team? All right, brother. I mean, I like the flashy highlights that Kolek can provide as well. Kolek's a great player. But there really is no comparison, brother. Karl Anthony Towns, 22 a game, 12 boards. We know what he can do. We know what the counting stats look like. We know what the efficiency looks like at this point of the year. We got to get these to tick up, particularly the three-point shooting. We've talked about over and over again. I was happy to see him get off the schneid against the LA Clippers and actually have a good performance. Actually get some foul calls. Boy, oh boy, was it looking scary for him. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? Boy, oh boy, was it looking scary for Karl Anthony Towns in terms of like actually getting a foul call. He finally started to get some fouls in the second half. You could tell the frustration was really starting to boil for him, and then started to get some foul calls, and he started to mellow out into the game and get back to doing Karl Anthony Towns does best, and that's putting the ball in the basket and making good plays. Okay, he said we need Josh's ego to remain healthy. He has to start. I mean, I don't think Josh's ego, he was playing phenomenal basketball when he was coming off the bench. That's part of the reason he was inserted into the starting lineup, because he was playing awesome basketball off the bench. I don't think Josh's ego is going to take a hit one way or the other. He said multiple times, like, I don't really care at this point, right? Like, his role is not going to change. I think the only way his ego could take a hit if he starts to suddenly play 20 minutes. And I don't want Josh Hart playing 20 minutes. I still want Josh Hart hovering around the 30 minutes. I just also want Deuce McBride hovering around his 30 minutes. Whoever has it going that night, whoever's most important to that matchup, whoever we're playing that night, should have majority of the minutes. But both of those guys are going to be having 25 plus because they're both extremely important to the success of this team moving forward. But Deuce McBride in the starting lineup gets him started in a way where you could spread the court. It gets Brunson going. It could get Towns going. Gets himself going because he gets to play off of Brunson. Josh Hart can come to the game and be effective no matter the lineups that are out there. MBM, what's up, MBM? We need to improve our road record. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And you know how you do that? You do it by winning games like they are going to be on tonight on the road. So Karl Anthony Towns is going to need to step up. He's going to be matched up with, what's the starting lineup? Mark Williams. He's going to be matched up with Mark Williams. Mark Williams is a good, solid defender. Karl Anthony Towns should be able to pull him out to the perimeter, take him off the bounce, shoot the three. Hopefully he has it going tonight because that three-point percentage is not looking like a Karl Anthony Towns three-point shooting percentage. We're halfway into the year. I need him to hit a hot streak. He has yet to do that all year. He has yet to knock down the three consistently all year. He's a significantly better three-point shooter than what the percentages tell us. So I need him to get back to that. We get the OG Anunoby, the Warden, also coming off a very good game against the LA Clippers. Pretty much everybody played pretty well against the Clippers. Don't have too much negativity to talk about when it comes to the Clippers and the performances we saw. But OG Anunoby got back to doing OG Anunoby things. Nicole Silva, what's up, Nicole? Appreciate you. Thank you for the subscription. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Jason, what's up, Jason? That's at 7-9 on the road. 9-9 would be a nice two-game mix. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're on a, 5-game West Coast road trip here, so if we can go 5 or 4. If we can go, I think it's 5. If we can go 5-0, maybe even 4-1, I'll take it. I think it's a 4-game road trip, actually. No. We'll check it. They need to win far more than they lose, obviously, on the road. Jesse Inegbergonio, what's up, Jesse? Let's go, Suns. We got a Suns fan. Appreciate you, Jesse. Hope you have a good time tonight, brother. You're in a room full of Knicks fans. I'm rooting for you. Obviously not for your team to win, but I'm rooting for you. OG Anunoby had a good game against the Suns, bouncing back after a couple of disappointing performances He just has not been consistent since coming back from his initial injury. It's been a while now. It's been an up and down stretch. Again, fatigue, the burden he has defensively, all of the things we've normally talked about with OG Anunoby and the team in general has affected him. It's like his annual slump. He went through it last year. He went through it the year before when we traded for him. He's gone through a majority of his career. And like every player, it just kind of hits OG Anunoby pretty hard, but he had a very good game against the Philadelphia 76ers, played his usual brand of excellent defense, knocked down some shots, got to the basket, put up over 20, and that's exactly what we need from the third best player on the team, right? We can't have any more like 7, 8-point outings, OG Anunoby. We need you to step it up on the offensive end. I know you got a big burden defensively, but still need you to give you the offense as well. That's what being a two-way star is supposed to be. If you want to make the All-Star team, this is the burden you're going to have to carry. Jose NYC, what's up, Jose? Jose said, we still have a great record when he plays. I mean, this team is really good. I would hope so, right? Team is still 23-13. I know it felt like the sky was falling, but it took a 4-game losing streak in order for the Knicks to come back to earth a little bit. But, yeah, they should be getting back to their winning ways regardless anyway. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? Stir Show, what's up, Stir Show? This is going to be a great game. I hear the Suns are 13-4 at home. The Suns are very good. Very good. Right? They're like on the borderline of maybe hitting great. Maybe we'll see what they turn into when Jalen Green gets back. They're halfway into the year now. It's been out for a while. But their roster's clicking. Their roster's clicking. We'll go through their roster. We'll go through why it's clicking. We got to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, I can't remember particularly how good of a game he had in particular, but everybody had a pretty good game against the Clippers. He also showed out. The defense was also very good. He got back to playing some solid defense alongside OG Anunoby, alongside Deuce McBride. And I think a big reason for that is because of Deuce McBride being inserted into the starting lineup. He did not have the burden of having to guard the point of attack guy. If Deuce McBride didn't start, that means Mikal Bridges would have got the James Harden assignment to start the game with. And I don't think Mikal Bridges is very good at guarding players like James Harden, who are stronger than him, maybe even a little bit quicker than him, and definitely have a depth shooting touch and usually come off of screens the way he does. Mikal Bridges is much better served playing off-ball, guarding a wing where he can come out and help and be a disruptive defensive player in passing lanes and in guarding movement players and helping come over in rotations and stuff like that. He is much more adept at doing that than being a point-of-attack defender. I think often we try to put him in a position where he's not going to be most successful, and that's why I think Deuce McBride must remain in the starting lineup. Rafael Torres, what's up, Raph? Jason Cordero Don, what's up, Jason? I just hope Cat will avoid those unnecessary offensive fouls. I'm with you, brother. They're the most frustrating things that happen to this team is when Karl Anthony Towns picks up very silly fouls. He did a good job of staying away from it during the Clippers game. Hopefully he continues that tonight. Reddy, what's up, Reddy? Joseph said, what's good? What's up, Joseph? How's it going, brother? Oh, nice to get the win last game. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Josh Hart remains out. We were optimistic he was going to return now 2 games ago. He still remains out 3 games after that initial optimism. But he's very, very close. They asked Mike Brown about it in the pregame. He said Josh Hart is very, very close. I can't stress enough how close Josh Hart is. So he will join the team. He will be back in the lineup at some point during this West Coast road trip, hopefully the next game. But again, at this point, I'm not holding my breath. I will be happy when he's announced back in the lineup. It should be happening over the course of these next couple of games coming up here. As far as Landry Shamet, as far as I know, he's still about a week away, but he's also inching closer and closer. So hopefully we get some more updates on him and get a much clearer timetable for Landry Shamet. I'm thinking about probably another week or 2. But again, this team is inching closer towards being complete and healthy once again after a long stint of missing a lot of guys. Finally getting a little bit healthier. No more injuries, y'all. No more injuries. Let's get to the All-Star break healthy. Let's get to the end of the year healthy. Let's get to the playoffs, and let's make a run. Lemmy X. What's up, Lemmy? Joseph said, I hope we get 2 in a row after that 4-game losing streak. Yeah, I mean, the best way to follow up a 4-game losing streak is to follow up with a nice big winning streak. Come on, y'all. Got to bounce back. Jason said, waiting for the Deuce to go crazy tonight. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Speaking of, Deuce McBride here. Deuce McBride is now up to, I believe, 45% from three-point range. My goodness, he's literally a top 10 shooter in the NBA percentage-wise at this point. the way he's shooting it, I think he's number one and above the break three-point shooting, which is one of the most difficult three-point shots you can make and take. You could take and make. He's been incredible. There's no other way to describe it. We're halfway into the year and he's still shooting the ball like this. This is no fluke at this point. He's not just taking wide open standstill shots. He's taken over 6 or 7 a game. Matter of fact, I can look it up exactly here. But my goodness, like he's not just taking a couple of 3-point shots a game, which a lot of guys who are in the top 10, who are above him in terms of 3-point percentages, he's shooting far more threes than those guys are. I want to see how many he's taking per game here. If we go to McBride, pull his stats up. Here on ESPN, they'll tell us he is shooting, first of all, he's 78 for 172 this year, 45.3% exactly. He's shooting 6.5 threes a game. 6 to 7 threes he's shooting a game, and he's making 3 of them. My goodness. He upped his volume and he upped his percentage. My goodness. Jason said, just let him fly. Absolutely. Jub said, is Curry number 1 in 3-point shooting, or do you think it's someone else? Curry is definitely not number 1 in percentages, just because he fires so many of them and the difficulty he shoots them at is incredibly high, especially considering the state of that team where they're just not very good around him anymore. But that does not mean that he's still not the best shooter in the league. He takes a lot and he makes a lot, but he does not. He makes them at around a 40% clip. He just takes a lot of them and very difficult ones and very deep ones. Rav said, who's starting tonight? I believe the starting lineup is the same starting lineup we had against the Los Angeles Clippers of Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns. We get to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, when he came back, was in the starting lineup for a couple of games there. I did not agree with it. I wanted Deuce McBride in the starting lineup. Mike Brown decided to start Mitchell Robinson again after Josh Hart was out, and he was like, okay, let's go back to the original starting lineup that started the year. I do not like that starting lineup. I like lineups with Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns, but I don't like it to start games. For whatever reason, Mitchell Robinson to me just is not starting games the way you need him to start games. I love Mitchell Robinson off the bench. He can come in and affect the game. He can go up against backup bigs. We know his movement is limited with his injury history. He's not the level of defender that he once was. Maybe he's saving himself for the playoffs. Maybe he's not exerting himself 100% fully on the defensive end. Whatever the case may be, he is not as quick on his feet as he used to be. He is not the level of defender he used to be. That's not to say he's been a bad defender, but he's not been a good enough defender to justify going to the double big lineup and slowing our offense down. And so I love Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. Hopefully he continues to stay in that role. I suspect he will, with Mike Brown now realizing how good Deuce McBride is in the starting lineup. We have the Josh Hart thing. I think both of those guys would get the call to be in the starting lineup before Mitchell Robinson does at this point, which I'm very, very happy about. Because my goodness, he's so impactful when he comes off the bench. He was impactful against the Clippers, and he should continue to be impactful off the bench here tonight against the Suns, especially considering that they're probably going to be bringing in Oso Ighodaro, who we'll get to, as their backup big. And to be honest, I like Oso Ighodaro. I don't love Oso Ighodaro as a backup big. Mitchell Robinson should eat his lunch money today. He should eat his lunch up today. Mark.TV, what's up, Mark? Susan, what's up, Susan? Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? We get the Landry Shamet, and like I said, similar with Josh Hart, there's optimism he could be back sooner rather than later, but that does not mean it will happen. He is still rehabbing. He is still getting back. The most optimist outlook is about another week, but probably maybe even another 2 weeks. So we'll just have to wait and see a little bit more updates on Landry Shamet. The hope is that he is going to be back at some point this month, right? So team looking healthy, everything on the up and up. It's looking very, very strong that this team is going to finally be 100% for the first time in a while this year. Joseph said, that's the thing I hate too. You already talked about this, but I wanted to mention that Cat had the talent for a good basketball player, but he just doesn't show consistently. I mean, consistency is the thing that keeps players from reaching the next tier, whether it's role players becoming starters, starters becoming stars, or stars becoming superstars. It's that consistent level, right? And I always use the phrase of knocking on the door of superstardom for guys like Brunson or Booker or guys who aren't consistently in the conversation of being a superstar, or guys who just aren't flat-out superstars, like Jokic and SGA. Wemby is going to be at that point very soon. Anthony Edwards is probably already at that point. Guys like that, those guys do it every single night. Whereas guys like Jaylen Brunson, like, just had a 4-game skid where it wasn't great. It didn't look great. He put up points on the board, but there's a whole other side of the court. And, that game against Detroit, 6 turnovers, no assists. Like, you can't have games like that as a superstar. It could happen to everybody. SGA is going to have 1 or 2 of them a season. Jokic is going to have 1 or 2 of them a season. But unless you are able to do it for 80-ish games, Suns Jen, what's up, Suns Jen? I knew I was going to see you tonight, big dog. How you doing? It's knocking on the door. And it's always knocking on the door that next thing, right? Like, Tyler Kolek has great performances this year. He had a great performance against the Spurs for the Cup championship. He had a great performance on Christmas Day against the Cavs to help lead the comeback charge. But he doesn't do it every single night. And that's what's keeping him from being a consistent part of this rotation right now with extended minutes. That's what's keeping him out of being named yep, you are the backup point guard. I suspect when this team is fully healthy, there's a good chance we might not see Kolek again, right? Because who is he playing over? Shamet consistently gives you the shooting and the defense. Clarkson is not consistent at this point in his career, but he's 33 years old, right? And you kind of want the steady bucket getter off the bench. That's the only way I could see Kolek maybe entering this rotation is if he takes Jordan Clarkson's spot, but I just don't think that Mike Brown is going to go that route. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll be more flexible in that regard, but consistency is always the thing keeping players from hitting that next tier in their career, whether it's role players becoming starters or starters becoming stars or stars becoming superstars. Jordan Clarkson, speaking of, I almost skipped up on Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson having a solid year. He's been up and down. He had a very good game against the Clippers, which was nice to see. Again, the roller coaster of Jordan Clarkson, you don't know what he's going to get. You don't know what you're going to get from him on a night-to-night basis. He can give you 8 on 8 shot attempts. He can give you 25 on 15 shot attempts. He can come out and hit 3 or 4 threes. He can come out and go 0 for 5 from three-point range. You don't know what he's going to get, and there's very few times you get something in the middle. He's either great or he's not very good. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? Raymond, what's up, Raymond? How's it looking tonight? Ready for number 2? I'm ready, Raymond. I'm ready. I can't wait for it. Can't wait. Mr. Nixon said, Knicks 5-10 in the last 10 games, missing Hart out there. He's a Swiss Army knife that does a bit of everything. Knicks chemistry isn't as good without him out there. He's integral to what they do. He's absolutely integral to what they do. But I also put, some of the onus and the blame on Mike Brown. We don't really go over coaches all that often. I don't have coaching graphics. Maybe I will. Maybe that's the next step of the pregame is talking about the coaches and the team comparisons. But, step at a time, one step at a time. We'll get there with our pregame coverage. We'll enhance it more and more, add more and more things as I get comfortable doing them. But Mike Brown, I thought, did not coach well during that 4-game stretch either. Again, the misstep of starting Mitchell Robinson over Deuce McBride. A lot of the rotations felt very funky. He was just throwing he was experimenting. He was throwing a lot of different lineup combinations. I think he got a little too comfortable with the fact that this team is a comeback team, and then at any point he could throw Jaylen Brunson out there and be like, hey, put the Superman cape on, let's pull this victory off. I think Mike Brown got a little too comfortable with that idea as well as the players. Everybody took a piece of the blame pie there during the 4-game stretch. But, ever since then, starting with the Clippers game, they got back to moving the ball more. They got back to the offense that got them to where they were. And Mike Brown also got back to utilizing a 9-man rotation. No more silly experimenting more than what you probably are comfortable with. He was going to 10, 11, 12-man rotations on some nights. And it's I get it. The guys are tired, trying to dig deeper into the bench. You're experimenting, but that may have cost them a couple of games there. And then once you lost 2 or 3 in a row, now you're pushing it. Now it feels like everything's a little bit more weighty, and the competition did not slow down. You had good team after good team after good team, and then you ended up ultimately it culminated in you getting embarrassed against Detroit, right? So some of that culpability lies at the feet of Mike Brown as well. But of course, everybody gets a piece of the blame pie. We talked about Towns, we talked about Brunson, we talked about Anunoby's inconsistency these past couple of weeks. We talked about Mikal Bridges not stepping up in a way that we needed him to. Everybody gets a piece of the blame pie, but hopefully we're out of that funk and it's onwards and upwards. Buzzer beater, what's up, buzzer beater? Paul Dog NYC. What's up, Paul? Gershon Yabusele is out. He did have his best game against the Clippers. I was actually looking forward to watching him play today, which is the first time I could say that since like the first 5 games of the year. I was really looking forward to Yabusele to see if he can continue his good play. Unfortunately, he is not available tonight with a quad injury. Tammy Gonzalez, what's up, Tammy? And Tyler Kolek, the last guy I want to talk about here for the New York Knicks, just because he did get minutes against the Clippers. He does seem to be the backup point guard for now, with Josh Hart out, with Landry Shamet out. Again, we'll see if he remains in the rotation. I doubt it, but we'll see if he remains in the rotation when those 2 guys come back. But he's played too well since the injuries occurred for me not to give him a shout-out here during the pregame. Same way we kept Gershon Yabusele in, despite he was out of the rotation for the most part, is the same way we'll keep Tyler Kolek's player graphic round, just to give him a shout-out because he was an integral part of the run that this team has been going on. We get to Devin Booker. Devin Booker is having a phenomenal year. More of Devin Booker, 25, 4, and 6. This is what Devin Booker does. He is, 3.4 turnovers, which is a little too high. That's knocking on the door. You guys know my rule of 3.5 for high usage guards like him. So he's knocking on the door of it with way too many turnovers, but he doesn't tip over the scale yet. So, I'm side-eyeing him a little bit with the turnovers, but the thing that's really most to watch out for is that three-point shooting is way, way, way down so far this year. But, of course, we are the New York Knicks, and every team seems to love shooting threes against us. And so expect Devin Booker to have, 5 made threes against us here tonight, despite the fact that he is under 30% from three-point range so far this year. He did have a big 3 against the Oklahoma City Thunder that buried them in that game and won the game for the Suns. But, of course, don't leave Devin Booker don't leave Devin Booker open from 3. Because just because the percentages say he's not shooting it well this year, that's still Devin Booker out there. We know what he's capable of. Joe said he sucks at threes, though. I mean, but we're the Knicks, brother, so everybody shoots it well against us. Carl James, what's up, Carl? We need to win 10 straight. I mean, I would love to see it. Jalen Green has played very, 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 very few games this year. I think he's only played 2 or 3, something like that. So they're really looking forward to having him back out there because they need another ball handler, another guard out there. Would really benefit them. Of course, he's gonna make them take a hit defensively, but hopefully they have enough guys for them. Hopefully for them, they have enough guys to sort of subsidize some of the defensive lack of ability that he has. With a guy like Dillon Brooks around, Devin Booker can hold his own defensively. You got Mark Williams in the paint, who's a good defender. Hopefully he can come in and hold his own as well. We get to Dylan the Villain, and boy, oh boy, is this picture just too perfect not to use. I know he's wearing his Grizzlies jersey, but my goodness, the horns, the hair flipping up into the horns. Dylan the Villain has been in fuego this year, a career year for Dillon Brooks. 21.2 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, 1.7 assists. This man has been on fire, 46% from the field. I'll round up for him. 34% from three-point range. The three-point shooter, he was a 40% three-point shooter last year, and this is what happens when you become a mostly on-ball guy with Devin Booker missing an extended period of time and Jalen Green being out most of the year. Dillon Brooks had to diversify his offense, and boy, oh boy, did he find a way to diversify his offense. Who knew he had this in him except for maybe himself? But 21 points per game for a guy who was like a career, 13, 14 point per game scorer is excellent for a team that was desperate for somebody to get some buckets. Crandon, what's up, Crandon? As a Wolves fan, we're playing like a top team in the league. I mean, you guys are phenomenal right now. Anthony Edwards is in that next level. He's in that superstar level. Angel A1 Jerome, what's up, Angel? Ozar, so let's blow up the like button. Appreciate you, Ozar. Appreciate you. Hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it, y'all. It is by far the best way you can show support to a channel and a community. Young On, what's up, Young? We get to Mark Williams, the big man down in the middle, who the Lakers at one point rejected for his injury history. I wrote down here the most important stat for Williams this season is that he's played 32 of 37 games. Excellent so far for Mark Williams. Integral for this Phoenix Suns team because without him, I guess they have a glut of big men, but very young big men, very inconsistent big men, but they do have a glut of big men. Mark Williams has been fantastic for them this year. 12.4 points, 8.3 rebounds. I mean, he hasn't been perfect, but he's been very good. A much-needed presence down low. 65% from the field, 80% from the foul line. 100% from 3 technically. He's only taken a handful of them, but technically 100% from 3 for Mark Williams. He's been spectacular. I just have very few words. He's been spectacular for them. Not in the sense that like, oh my goodness, he's an all-star this year, but They needed a presence down low ever since they moved on from DeAndre Ayton, which everybody knew they needed to. He has been exactly what they needed down in the middle. He's just a big presence. He's huge at what? He's technically listed at 7 feet. I think he's closer to like 7'1", 7'2". He's got a ridiculously long wingspan. He's got good hands and catch around the basket. He's a good rebounder, battles down low. A couple weeks ago, we watched the Phoenix Suns take on the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he absolutely went toe-to-toe with Rudy Gobert, who's been phenomenal this year himself. And so expect Mark Williams to give this team a little bit of problems if they're not prepared for him. Hopefully they are. Isaiah Gardner, what's up, Isaiah Gardner? Durston, what's up, Durston? Isaiah Gardner said JB scoring 40 or 50 today. I mean, I hope so. He needs a like explosive game like that for sure. We got the Grayson Allen, and we all know the history of Grayson Allen. We're going to keep it out on the court here. 39% from three-point range. It actually dipped below 40 for a while. It's dipped below 40 after majority of the season. He's been up over 40. 16 points per game. He's done a good job of diversifying his game and not just being a three-point shooter. If you close out too hard on him, he does a good job of attacking and creating something out of nothing. 2.6 rebounds, 4 assists, again, without Jalen Green and Devin Booker missing a decent chunk of the season. Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, Colin Gillespie, who we'll get to in a second here, they all had to take step ups. They didn't have an option. This team was going to sink if they didn't, and they all, thankfully for the Suns, did. They've been phenomenal, and since Devin Booker has been back, and hopefully when they get Jalen Green back, people are going to be able to see, boy, oh boy, this team's pretty deep. They got multiple ball handlers. They got a lot of shooting. This team is excellent at shooting the three. They shoot it at high volume. They do a great job of creating open looks, so the Knicks are going to have to be ready. We know the Knicks struggle to guard the three-point line. But Grayson Allen having a usual good year, but 16 a game is very good for him. I know the efficiency necessarily isn't there to the degree that it usually is for Grayson Allen, but again, with a lot of those guys being out and with them returning, Grayson Allen's going to find himself getting easier shots. Darnell, what's up, Darnell? We get to Nick Richards, and I threw Nick Richards up here because when I made these in the preseason, getting ready for the regular season, I assumed Nick Richards was going to be the backup big man. They traded for him last season, and he's been squeezed out of the rotation. He is no longer a part of the rotation. He's not playing right now. I think he's a solid He's a solid center, whether it's a starter or a backup or whatever. Some team should trade for him because he's not getting minutes right now with the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix should definitely have him on the block. I'm sure they do. But they got to recoup some assets for Nick Richards after trading for him last year, and he's just been squeezed out. And, oh, by the way, a guy they drafted Kaman Maluak at center. He's not even getting minutes. He's not a part of the rotation right now. So Nick Richards should definitely be up out of the door. Not because he's bad, but because they just don't have room for him right now. Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal is the prototypical 3-and-D guy in the league. That's what he does. He plays defense, and he knocks down threes. That's kind of all he does for the most part. Solid rebounder for his position and size. Cool. AP, what's up, AP? NSA, what's up, NSA? Phoenix will win? We'll see, brother. We'll see. It should be a good game. Royce O'Neal, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, like I said, that's pretty much all he does. Solid rebound for his size, 2.8 assists. If you run him off the line, he can make a play. He's not really looking to finish at the rim. He's looking to collapse the defense and kick it back out. 42.5% outside of the three-point shooting, so you can tell pretty much all of his shots are coming from three. 61.5% from the foul line. I don't know what's going on there. Phoenix Suns are going to have to tell me that. He doesn't get fouled a lot, is the point, I guess, of that number. AB said, we need to play some defense. Yeah, I mean, there's two sides of the ball. You're not going to win a ton of basketball games not playing any defense. We get the Colin Gillespie. We've been teasing him all night long during the pregame here. Colin Gillespie seemingly comes out of nowhere here for the Phoenix Suns and saves the season. They needed a point guard, and here comes Colin Gillespie. Former Villanova star, Colin Gillespie. Former roommate of Jaylen Brunson, Colin Gillespie. 13.6 points, 4 boards, 5 assists. He came out of nowhere. He's been phenomenal for them. Oh my goodness, has he been a revelation. Like I said, this team, since moving on from Chris Paul, has needed a point guard, and they just have not been able to find one. They've been on the bargain bin market, and they brought in guys like Tyus Jones. They brought in some other guys I can't even think off the top of my head, but none of them have really worked out. They have not had a point guard. It's been a lot of Devin Booker handling the ball, which is not the position you want Devin Booker to be in, and thankfully, finally, here arrives Colin Gillespie. I'm not sure he's a starting point guard in the NBA per se, but my goodness, is he a huge step up in comparison to what they had before running the point guard spot. Yeah, every team needs a point guard to just kind of set things up, ease things down. Devin Booker doesn't have to do all of the ball handling by himself. Huge development for the Phoenix Suns. Without him, I don't think the Phoenix Suns are in the position that they're in. Actually, I'm pretty confident saying that they just flat out aren't. Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? We get the Oso Iguodaro. I had to add this man because I did not think he was going to be able to beat out Nick Richards and Kaman Maluak for the backup big minutes, but here he is. He beat out both of those guys who I think are good centers. You should probably be getting minutes somewhere here in the NBA. Oso Iguodaro is a former draft pick of theirs. So was Kaman Maluak, who they drafted with a 10th overall pick last year. I don't know why they did that. I guess best player available at that point, but my goodness, do you just have a glut of big men now when you needed a point guard? Oso Iguodaro, 5.3 points, 4.6 rebounds. Devin Booker, Colin Gillespie, Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, Mark Williams in the starting lineup for the Suns. We know the Knicks starting lineup. Oso Iguodaro is just a solid rim running big. He's 6'11", not as big as Mitchell Robinson, so I do think that should be a matchup that Mitchell Robinson should be able to dominate here tonight. It's going to be interesting to watch off the bench. Not much to say about him. He's a classic rim running big. Pretty much all he does. 150% for the foul line, so. Not a huge rim protector, decent rebounder, not a big scorer. That's all he does. With that being said, that's going to wrap it up because we are ready to go for the tip-off. Boy, oh boy, did we time that perfectly here today. Sometimes we're running late. Sometimes we finish early. Today, we are right on time. And we are watching it through the Gotham Sports app. So as you guys know, we are going to be a little extra delayed today because the Gotham Sports app stream sucks. But here we go. The Phoenix Suns win the tip and we're off and running. Love it. I'm loving it. Mark Williams has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Coming to his left, hands it off to Booker, gets it over to O'Neal. Now sprays it out. Gillespie coming off the pin down. Can't get the three to go on the right wing. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson immediately directing traffic, gets picked up by Dylan Brooks. Swings it over to Towns up top in the high post, being guarded by Williams. Towns up top, pass fake, swings it out. McBride wide open, left corner three. Line me up to start the game. Line me up to start the game. You gotta love it, baby. Don't leave that man open. He's shooting 45% from three. What are you doing, Phoenix? What are you doing? Mark Williams up top, being guarded by Towns. Hands it off to Booker. Booker coming to his left, being guarded by Bridges. Don't love that matchup. Fall away mid-range jumper. Got it to go for Devin Booker. I might want to put Deuce McBride on him just to be a little bit more physical. I know Booker can rise up and shoot over him, but that's just me. McBride has it up top to get over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Williams. Towns looking for a backdoor cutter. He doesn't have it. Towns directing traffic. Hits Brunson, coming back door, down the lane, gets caught in the air, and Brunson throws it away. You got to keep moving, OG. Not a good pass from Brunson at all, but you got to keep moving, OG. You got to give him an outlet. Got to give him an outlet. Darnell said have to guard the ball. They shoot the three ball all the time. They do. They love shooting that three ball, Phoenix. They love getting it down and shooting the three. Booker down the lane, pump fake, leans in, cross-court pass. They swing it around. Gillespie ran off the line by Anunoby. Good rotational defense from the Knicks. They swing it back to Booker on the right wing. They show two. They lob it over the top to O'Neal. O'Neal steps back for a three over Brunson. Way off, can't get that one to go. A long rebound finds its way to McBride, and he's going to bring it down the other way. Putting his head down, blowing past the defense, loses the handle, picks it up, saves it into Towns. Tried to throw a touchback to Bridges. Bridges, you got to catch that ball, big dog. I know it's a wild, chaotic pass from Towns, but he rose up there and tried to hit the touch pass to you. Come on. Keep your head in the game, Bridges. Come on. That's two passes down where I think both the passer and the receiver are to blame. Usually it's just the passer, but Bridges fouls Devin Booker, chasing him over a screen. I don't love that matchup. Bridges should be able to handle it, but I don't love it. Former teammates as well, forgot to mention. Mikal Bridges going up against his former team. Angela Harding. What's up, Angela? Bridges down the lane, layup. Can't get it to go. No foul call. Out of contact. They let it go. Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Leaves it off for Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson a wide open straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. Anunoby and Towns battling for the rebound. Anunoby able to dig it out. They swing it back around to Brunson. Brunson lines up yet another three, and he gets that one to go. Don't give him more than one look at the basket. And then they start off with 2 threes for the first two baskets, 6-2. Dillon Brooks dancing around the screen. He's being guarded by Anunoby. He's going to spot it for a deep straightaway three, and he got it to go. I mean, I feel like you should be able to live with Dillon Brooks shooting like 30-footers from straight away, but he made him pay. He knocked it down. Maybe this is a new Dillon Brooks I got to get used to. McBride jab step, driving it down, leaves it off for Towns, throws up the floater. Towns comes up short, battling for the rebound, can't save it. Here comes Gillespie pushing the other way. O'Neal lobs it down low to Mark Williams. Mark Williams, nice catch. They swing it back out. Catch the Knicks in rotation. McBride hustles back out against Dillon Brooks and knocks it out of bounds. Excellent extra rotation for Deuce McBride, who is the initial guy covering the lob inside to Mark Williams. Beautiful defense from Deuce McBride for the hustle. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? We overpassed early first game also. Yeah, I mean, it's the first quarter. We're gonna wind ourselves into it, as always. 9 minutes to go here in the first. It's 6-5. They lob it into Mark Williams. Towns goes for the steal. A bad decision there. Mark Williams down the lane, blows past Brunson as the backline defender, and he gets the easy layup to go. Not good defense from Brunson, but also that's a 7-foot man coming down against a 6-foot dude. Not much Brunson was going to be able to do there. Towns has it up top, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Gillespie, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges has it on the left wing, picks up his handle. Got to keep the handle alive. Anunoby cuts back door. They kick it back out to McBride. Ran off the line, in the lane to the basket. Lefty layup, high off glass, can't get it to go. Rebound knocked away from Towns. Loose ball. Gillespie picks it up. Bridges, you got to die for that, big dog. Gillespie gets it over to Booker. Booker being guarded by Anunoby. Booker's going to dance with it. Puts up the right wing three. Got it to go. And like I said, he's not shooting it well from three, but this is the New York Knicks. So, of course, he's going to be able to knock those down. It's 10-6. Brunson driving it down to the lane. Throws up a floater off glass. Can't get it to go. Tried to go early. And here come the Suns quickly pushing it down the other way. Brooks hit ahead to Booker. Booker attacking McBride. Fends him off. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Long rebound over to Anunoby. And Anunoby will bring it down. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson pushing ahead. Tries to throw the hit ahead pass to McBride, who was not ready for it. And Devin Booker easily gets the steal. Gillespie on the left wing. Up top to Brooks. Brooks being guarded by Anunoby. Brooks attacking to his right. Stops inside to a rolling Mark Williams. And he gets the layup over the backline defender of Deuce McBride. Again, maybe McBride's a step too late, but at the same time, that's a 6-foot dude trying to guard a 7-foot dude on the back line. Not much you could do. Anunoby trying to blow past along the baseline. And they call a foul on Royce O'Neal. Creighton Brunson, really, not really the best defender. Either though he's an underdog in defensive matchups. He's tiny. He's tiny. Tiny, basketball-wise, he's tiny. They get it into Towns. Towns in the high post, hits McBride, cut into the basket for an easy layup. Great offensive set there for the New York Knicks. Absolutely horrendous defense from the Suns. 12-8. Booker up top, coming to his left off the Mark Williams screen, fending off Bridges, step back, foul line, fall away jumper. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Get over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson being picked up by Brooks, coming to his right. They show two. They swing it up top to Towns. Towns, jab step. Towns. And they call a foul on Deuce McBride. Trying to set an off-ball screen to free up Bridges. Towns saw the screen, but he couldn't quite swing the pass over to Bridges in the corner. So McBride ends up getting hit with a foul. Amy Matrua, what's up, Amy? Carl James said, do you also observe if Towns lazy is doing box outs and rebounds, they win? I mean, Towns is a good rebounder. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, brother. Judge, that's an over-under on one travel, call a game. Chevy has the under? For sure. They don't call travels in the NBA, brother. You can take 6 steps and they'll let you go. It's got to be egregious. And even then, McBride fires up another 3. Too strong, can't get that one to go. O'Neal with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. It's 12-8. I don't think the Knicks have played particularly well. Booker coming to his right, so decent sign, I guess. They swing it out. Brooks, the right corner 3. Got it to go over OG Anunoby. The relocation and firing from Dillon Brooks. He got it to go. Bridges bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Booker. Lobbed over the top to Towns. Tries to hit Bridges, coming back door. Bad pass from Towns, but Bridges does get the foul call as he was trying to get loose off ball. So we're going to get a full Suns timeout here. An opportunity to take a breather. Knicks find themselves trailing by 7 early here in the game, 15-8. Lionel Monas is up, Lionel. Lionel Monas said, here we go again. It's a late night here in the East. It is. It is. John Smith, what's up, John? I will say, though, guys, one of the benefits of being the late night game is we have games to go around over the league with. We have games to go over across the league. Most of them have already tipped off. Do we have any that have ended? We do. The Celtics beat the Raptors, 125-117. Needed the Celtics to lose. We want Celtics losses. Rooting for them. Jason said Deuce got to give some of this energy to the rest of the squad. The Fleas said Towns one of the best passing big men in the NBA. He's got to utilize it. Victor Marquez, what's up, Victor? It's crazy how Trae Young got traded to the Wizards. It did happen pretty quickly. Ozahar, yes, sir. Just Dad said Brooks has a strange jumper, holds the ball differently. He does. He does. Let's go around the league. So we know the Celtics beat the Raptors. 76ers up on the Magic here with 2:20 to go. Not looking good for the Magic as they trail by 12. Magic continue to be mid. The Pelicans beating up on the Wizards. That's not good. Come on, Washington. You're better than that. You're better than that. They'll let Trey Murphy go off for 35 against them. Obviously, room for the Wizards. It's unlikely we get their pick, especially with Trae Young. Probably not going to play a whole lot for this Wizards team, unfortunately. Sarr with only 14, Kaishan George with only 15, Trey Johnson with only 12, and Coulibaly continues to be bad with only 8 tonight. Yeah, I mean, with no C.J. McCollum and no Corey Kispert, they don't have anybody to go to. Yeah, they don't have anybody to go to. I mean, they got Chris Middleton out there, but Chris Middleton's got, like, no legs left. 2 for 5, played 21 minutes. That sucks. That's a bad loss. Got to get Trae Young out there, man. Clippers taking on the Nets, and the Clippers are taking out their Knicks loss frustration out on the Brooklyn Nets. They're smacking them up right now, 91-76. Thunder taking on the Grizzlies, and the Thunder are getting smacked up by the Grizzlies right now. They just got smacked up. Who did they lose to? Charlotte. And then OKC was in a dogfight of a game against the Utah Jazz, and now, I mean, they got Brandon Carlson starting, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, J-Dub, A.J. Mitchell, no SGA tonight, no Chet Holmgren, so they're just going with their bench unit. And it looks like they'll probably take a loss to the Grizzlies tonight. They're up by 19 already. Jaren Jackson Jr. going off. Love to see it. No John Morant, as rumors are swirling about John Morant being the next former star point guard on the move. We'll keep an eye on that. Here we go. Brunson will inbound it. No substitutions yet from either team. Both teams with the same starting 5 out there. And Towns hits McBride, come back door for the easy layup. Again, beautiful set from the Knicks. Great pass from Towns. McBride with a nice finish. The second time you hit McBride with that. Booker bringing it down. Booker's dancing with it against Bridges. Booker coming to his left. They get it over. Oh, Grayson Allen is on the court. My bad. I confuse him as he fires up a 3 over Brunson. Can't get it to go. I confuse him and Colin Gillespie all the time because they look similar from a distance. Towns has it up top. Pump fakes from 3. Driving to his right. Hesitates. Now driving in the lane. Takes some contact. Can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. You got to get those putbacks to go down at least, brother. You got to get the easy putbacks to go down. Rushed it. They get it over to Brooks. Brooks is going to walk it down into a pull-up 3 over McBride. He can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound, and Mark Williams knocks it out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Knicks. 5:50 to go. Yak said, I can't believe Trae won't play. He should want to. So should his teammates who will play with him. Yeah, they should absolutely want to develop that chemistry already, especially considering that they're going to have to make a decision on a contract extension for him. They value holding on to that lottery pick, Yak. They value it. Brunson bringing it down, hesitates, being guarded by Dillon Brooks, hands it off to Towns. Towns catches, hesitates, steps back, pump fakes again, leaves it off for Brunson. Brunson pass fake, tries to get it down low to Towns, tries to force it down low to Towns. It gets knocked out of the air. It's going to stay with the Knicks, though. It goes out of bounds. Torrey ends Bethio. What's up, Torrey? Brunson for 15 points. Yeah, that's a lock, brother. He'll get 15. Tammy said Knicks get Cam Whitmore. I'm good on Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore could stay his problem self all the way over there. We don't need a problem in the locker room. Jordan Clarkson and Mitchell Robinson sub in here. They get it into McBride. McBride gets it out to Robinson. Robinson hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Grayson Allen. Brunson's dancing with it. Steps back for a 3 over Allen. Can't get that one to go. Dillon Brooks with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Gets it over to Jordan Goodwin. Hit ahead to Devin Booker. Devin Booker spins, coming to his right. Robinson switched onto him. Booker's going to lead the dance. Booker crosses over to his right, steps back, pulls it back out again. Quick crossover to his right against Robinson. Down the lane, stops, turns, spins, tries to get it down low. Excellent defense between Robinson, Anunoby, and McBride, who ultimately came up with the steal. Brunson gets it over to McBride, hesitates from three, taking the baseline, shovels it back out. Clarkson wide open, right corner three. Line me up, can't get it to go. And here comes Royce O'Neal. Hands it off to Booker. Booker on the right wing, coming to his left. Off the Iguodaro screen. Gets into the lane to kick it out. Brooks, another left wing three, and got it to go. If you're OG Anunoby, you can't leave him. You can't leave him. He's 3 for 4 from three-point range already. McBride quickly trying to push it the other way. Has it up top. Waiting for Brunson. Now coming to his left. Now they get it back to Brunson. Brunson swings through to his right on Booker. Gets to the lane, throws up a floater. Can't get it to go, but a late foul call is called. And Brunson will go to the foul line for 2. Doug Fresh said, I can't wait for Josh Hart to come back. You and me both, brother. You and me both. I'm also very excited. Can't wait for Landry Shamet to come back. Can't wait for Landry Shamet. So Fleece said, Cam is a Knick, Yabu gone, no way. I don't see the Knicks trading for Cam Whitmore. He just is not the personality type that I think they would go after. I could be wrong, but I don't think they would do that. Kevin McCullers checking in here. Chaos Kid, what's up, Chaos Kid? James Cookfair, what's up, James? Angela Harding said they got to read each other's movement once they have the ball in their hands. They do. They do. For sure. Brunson goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Phoenix bringing it down the other way. Goodwin has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. And an off-ball foul, I believe, on McCullough. The Flea said, Cam is Clarkson 2.0 with a crap attitude. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's Clarkson 2.0. I get what you mean. He's just solely focused on scoring, but the Suns swinging around. Goodwin a 3. In and out, can't get it to stay. Brooks, the offensive rebound, goes up with the layup, can't get it to go, but he gets fouled by Robinson, so Dillon Brooks is going to go to the foul line for 2. Doug Fresh said, Knicks always start off slow, especially in particular in the absence of Josh Hart, for sure. For sure. Brooks going to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Brandon said, I think everyone hates OKC besides OKC fans. I mean, their attitudes and their answers in post-game pressers is not helping them either. Deuce McBride subs out. Bridges subs back in. So the Knicks have a lineup out there of Brunson, Bridges, Clarkson, McCullough, and Robinson. Interesting. Here comes Mikal Bridges. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Goodwin. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Brooks. Brunson coming to his left in the corner to McCullough. McCullough coming to his right. Snakes it back up top. Hits Bridges, cut back door, and a two-handed slam from Mikal Bridges. Beautiful pass from McCullough. Great cut by Mikal Bridges there. It's 20-14. I forgot to give Dillon Brooks his 2 free throws. And the Phoenix Suns respond right away. Iguodaro hitting Jordan Goodwin, cutting back door. McCullough bringing it down the other way. He has it on the right wing. Now he's going to look to attack. Stops, pulls it back out, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges back out. McCullough wide open right wing 3. Line me up. Comes up well short. Dillon Brooks with the shallow rebound, bringing it down the other way. He has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. Coming to his right, almost loses the handle, picks it up. Now fires a 3 off balance. Can't get it to go. Robinson, good box down a rebound, but gets the ball ripped out of his hands by Royce O'Neal, who gets the putback end of the foul. That's not Royce O'Neal. That's Jordan Goodwin. That's Jordan Goodwin. Stole the rebound out of Mitchell Robinson's hands. Gets the layup, end of the foul. Going to go to the foul line for one more. It's 24-14. Jay Gardner, what's up, Jay Gardner? I needed to see a 30-point game from Bridges. He used to drop 30 on the regular in the Nets uniform. That was for like a 20-ish, 30-ish game stretch at the end of the year. Davey said, once they fall behind, they're done. You're right. As if they don't have multiple 15-point point per game comebacks already this season, brother. Sure. Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom Anthony? Offense and defense is trash. Trash is a harsh word, but it could definitely be better. I would not call it good. O'Neal knocks down his and one free throw. giving them an 11-point lead. Bridges bringing it down against Grayson Allen. Get it over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing, being guarded by Goodwin. Goodwin, a good defender. Brunson driving to his right. They show two in the lane, throws up a floater. Maybe it was a lob. I don't know. Mitchell Robinson was there for a putback, though. We'll call it a pass. We'll call it a pass. Assist to Brunson. Booker, quick crossover to his right in the lane to kick it out. Goodwin hesitates from three, leaves it back off to Booker. Booker on the right wing, dancing with it against Bridges. Has it up top, coming to his left. Brunson switches onto him. Now one-on-one. Picks up his handle, lobs it over the top to nobody. Goodwin able to recover it. Goodwin up top, attacking to his left. A lot of standing around for the Suns. Goodwin has to fire up a contested three. He can't get it to go. Nobody goes in to snag the rebound. And then Jordan Goodwin had a wide-open layup in the basket and just smokes the layup. Brunson down the other end. Has it in the lane, attacking in the paint. Pump fakes, kicks it back out to Bridges. Bridges attacking to his left. Hands it off to Anunoby. Coming to his right in the lane. Bully ball his way to the basket. Two-handed slam. My goodness, did the Knicks catch a break there. Jordan Goodwin had a wide-open layup. And he just smoked it. Just absolutely blew a layup. Booker has it up top. Swing it around. Wide open three for Jordan Goodwin. Well off on that one. Brunson hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges, left side of the court, up top to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Ryan Dunn, a good defender. Brunson down the lane, throws up a floater. Got it to go. A 5-point game. And a full timeout from the Phoenix Suns. Sometimes you need some serendipity. And Jordan Goodwin, my goodness, wide open three, not even close. Wide open layup, can't even hit that. Rough stretch for Jordan Goodwin. After making a really good play of stealing the rebound from Robinson and laying it up and in with the foul. After that, two completely disastrous plays. Quinn, what's up, Quinn? Is Colin in? Colin is not in the game right now. Dom Anthony said getting some help from the Suns, absolutely. Amy said, let's capitalize. Great way of phrasing it, Amy. Absolutely. You can't control what the other team does in terms of wide open shots. You could just hope they miss at that point. Obviously, you want to limit as many wide open shots as possible, especially layups. But hey, if they're going to miss layups or they're going to miss an open three, better take advantage of it. You better capitalize. Gigi said, do these so-called centers of this generation ever work on their game with certified centers from back in the days? Why are all these guys so soft? Brother, this game is physical out there. You should see the way these guys got to go out and guard in the perimeter and then come back in and crash the glass and find a body to box out. It's tough out there being a center in 2026. You got so much more responsibility. You should just be able to hang in the back, not do nothing, and then challenge at the rim. Arthur, what's up, Arthur? Tough defense needed now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? How am I doing? I'm doing good. Bernard, how are you doing, brother? So far, everybody's scored that's in the game for the Knicks right now, except for Jordan Clarkson. He's 0 for 1 from the field. But Brunson with 7, Bridges with 2, Anunoby with 2, Mitchell Robinson with 2. I don't think Towns is yet to score, right? Colin Gillespie's going to sub in now. This Grizzlies Thunder game is going to be interesting to continue to follow. The Thunder are sitting all their guys for what? As a matter of fact, let's look at it. Look at it real quick. Where are they? Yeah, the Pelicans beat the Wizards. We knew 76ers beat the Magic. We knew that was going to happen. Look at this Thunder game. Not necessarily the game, but I want to see, what are they ruled out with? Harnstein, Soleus? What is this? Is Keenan Har in the chat? What is this? What is this, Keenan Har? What is this? Wallace is out with a toe. Holmgren has been ruled out Friday due to a bilateral shin soreness. Or what is that? Shin splints? SGA. Due to an ankle sprain. SGA rolled his ankle. All right, he's out. David said, Chef wearing the Knicks checkerboard styling profiling. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. All right, here we go. Iguodaro has it on the right wing. They get it out to Gillespie. They swing it over to Allen. Allen coming to his left. Off the Iguodaro screen. A pull-up three gets swatted out of there by Bridges. They get it back to Allen, though. Allen down the lane, throws up a lob. Robinson smacks it out of there. Anunoby can't save it from going out of bounds, but that defense was phenomenal First by Bridges, then by Robinson. Joseph said, I'll sell Yabu for a penny, though? No, come on. Yabu, he's worth more than a penny, brother. We can't be in ham sandwich mode with trades, guys. Yak said, they're not a really good rebounding team. We should start getting them. I mean, as the game wears on, the Knicks should be able to take advantage of some of the things the Suns are lacking on, right? It's a long game. Talk about how you got to feel your way out of it oftentimes. Get it into Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen on the right wing, attacking to his left, steps back to kick it out. Goodwin, a relocation, left corner three. Well short yet again. A long rebound. Bridges chases it down. Out and running. Great effort from Bridges down the lane, and then turns it over as he got caught in the paint. You just got to throw that up at the rim, brother. Here comes Grayson Allen bringing it down. Extra pass to Gillespie and throws it out of bounds. Good effort from the Knicks to at least try and run him off the line. Although that's just sloppy passing from the Suns. McBride back in for OG here. David said, Yabu for Sohan all day? I'm good on Sohan. We don't need him. I mean, maybe I wouldn't be mad at it, but it's definitely not something I'm looking forward to, per se. Brunson bringing it down against Goodwin. What is Sohan good at exactly? Brunson on the right wing, coming to his left, being picked up by Gillespie on a switch. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby remains in the game. I thought he was subbing out. It was Bridges who subbed out. Anunoby a step back midi. In and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Here come the Suns off the rebound. Gillespie bringing it down. Leaves it off for Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn left open from three. They swing it over to Gillespie. Robinson runs him off the line. Resets for a right wing three. And Gillespie makes him pay, knocking it down. Why did we run Ryan Dunn off the three-point line? That guy's not a good three-point shooter. Back to an 8-point game. 28-20. 40 seconds to go. McBride has it up top, being guarded by Jordan Goodwin. McBride spins to his left, crossing over. Pull up straightaway three. Got it to go. Deuce McBride. My goodness. He said, you going to press me? Really? All right, let me hit you with a couple of rhythm dribbles and then pull up right in front of your face. My goodness, Deuce. Gillespie up top to get it over to Iguodaro. Iguodaro up top. Hands it off to Allen. Allen hesitates from three, being guarded by McBride. Attacking to his right. He throws up a floater. He can't get it to go. Robinson rips down a rebound to get it over to McBride. Now back to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. We'll hold it for the final shot of the quarter. 10 seconds to go. Brunson gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby's going to look to attack. Steps back. Goodwin hits the floor. Anunoby sets his feet and fires. Can't get it to go. Robinson secured the offensive rebound, but did not have enough time to get the putback. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 23-28. And I don't even think it was a good first quarter for the Knicks. The 5-point game. Okay, he said, not a great scoring quarter for either side. Not really. Not really. I do think the defense was much better in the second half of the quarter than it was to start the game for the Knicks. I mean, again, they can be a slow starting team, but they should get better as the game continues to go on. Jay Garner said Deuce vastly underrated by the league. The league is quickly starting to catch up, though. I'll tell you that. A lot of people starting to talk about McBride. Amy said Chevy's clock is off, like my mantle clock. My clock was off. My clock was off. Let's go ahead and reset it. Let's get it resynced. Start of the second quarter. It's a perfect time to do so. There we go. Joe said not a good offensive quarter, but the defense was good. The defense got better as the quarter went on, for sure. It's a long game. I know it's, sometimes we have a couple of bad possessions in a row, and people are like, oh, the defense is bad again. Like, you could have bad defensive possessions in good overall defensive quarters. It got better as the quarter went on, for sure. Isaiah Gardner said, still don't like how JB is playing the whole first quarter. Why not just sub him when it gets to 5 or 4 minutes? I'm with you, Isaiah Gardner. I don't love any time a coach plays a player the entirety of a quarter, unless it's like the fourth quarter and you're looking to win the game, obviously. But I'm with you. I'm with you, Isaiah Gardner. I don't love playing Brunson the entirety of the first quarter, especially to start a game. But we rest him a little bit more. It's not like Tyler Kolek doesn't deserve a couple more minutes here. Even if it's not the 4 or 5 minute mark, even if we sub him out at like the 3 minute mark and let Kolek close out the quarter, and then have Kolek start the second quarter, and then bring Brunson in for the final 6 minutes of the quarter? Why not? Why not? John Smith said OG for Austin Reeves. So you want the Knicks defense to get worse, John Smith? Austin Reeves can't guard a traffic cone, and you want to take the Knicks' best defender off the team? Come on, man. What are we talking about? The most 2K trade I've seen. Moran, what's up, Moran? Joe said if the Knicks can hold guys under 30 in the first quarter, that's a good sign to me. Yeah, a couple of really bad possessions from the Suns where they just missed open shots. That Jordan Goodwin missed layup is Gonna make me laugh for the rest of the night. But they did technically held them under 30. The issue is that they only scored 23. Gotta have a much better offensive quarter. Again, I don't think the Knicks played a very good first quarter overall. We factor everything in. The Fleece had 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Cat. Not bad, but bro scored the ball. I mean, look, man, if he's gonna start giving you 5-6 assists a game from here on out, which, he had 7 against the Clippers. He has got 3 in the first quarter. He's gonna start inching up north of 5 assists a game. The scoring can come down because obviously he's looking to facilitate a little bit more, and that means everybody else is gonna start picking up their scoring. They call an off-ball foul on Ryan Dunn, trying to guard Karl-Anthony Towns for positioning, battling him for positioning. Bernard Johnson said they're not giving up OG. They better not. They're not going to, Bernard. It's not even a question. The only way they give up OG Anunoby is in some sort of star trade, and the Knicks don't have a star trade available to them. They would do so. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Iguodala. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson coming to his left off a Towns screen. Get it over to McBride. Jab step. Pull up 3. Deuce. Way off on that one. Anunoby the offensive rebound. Can't get the reverse dunk to go down, but he does draw a foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Joe said, OG is a dog. What are these people smoking? Anunoby knocks down his first free throw. He's got another one coming. OG gets both free throws to go. And Ryan Dunn bringing it down. Iguodala has it up top. They get it over to Jordan Goodwin. Get it over to Allen. Coming to his right. Puts up the 3. Oh, that's Gillespie. Excuse me. Again, I'm going to confuse Gillespie and Allen all night. They are exactly the same. They have the same leg sleeve on. Annoying. But Gillespie is in. Allen is out. Kolek has it up top. Hands it off to McBride. McBride gets it over to Towns. Towns hits McBride. Come back door. They swing it out to Anunoby. Pass fake. He's going to take the baseline in the paint. They kick it out. Kolek wide open left corner 3. Doesn't want to take the 3. He's going to take the paint, kicks it out up top. Anunoby's ran off the line again. And a 3 seconds on the Knicks. Excellent effort from the Suns. Tyler Kolek's got to take that corner 3, man. You got to take that corner 3, Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek and also Iguodala, by the way, former college teammates out of Marquette. John Smith said Tyler Kolek for Jared Vanderbilt. What is Jared Vanderbilt good at? You can't have multiple non-offensive players in the game. Beautiful pass from, who was that? Iguodala to, where'd that dunk? Is that Malawak? That Rasheer Fleming. Clarkson along the baseline. All the way floater. Got it to go for Clarkson. Back to a 3-point game. 30-27. 10:30 to go. Goodwin has it up top, being guarded by Kolek. Coming to his left off the screen. Driving it down. Up top to Gillespie. Gillespie being guarded by McBride. Coming to his right to get it back to Iguodala. Back to Gillespie. Pump fake. Sidestep. Inside. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. But on the offensive putback, Ryan Dunn right there. The Knicks getting beat up on the offensive glass here tonight, which is something I did not expect to see. Did not expect to see. Timeout from the Knicks. David M. said, if we miss out on Giannis, who do you think is the next star we go after? I don't think the Knicks are going to miss out on Giannis. I think if they wanted Giannis, they could probably trade the farm for Giannis. It's not missing out on Giannis. It's deciding how to build the best way to go about building a team, and Giannis is not the correct route. Who do they go after? They don't have to go after anybody, brother. They're a championship contending team. You improve the team along the fringes. You try to build up your trade assets again in terms of like young players, draft picks, stuff like that. But you don't have to make sweeping changes to your team, not at all. Isaiah Garner said, I like when OG don't got a shot falling. He's aggressive, keeps attacking the paint. Absolutely. I mean that's the mentality every player should have, right? If the perimeter shot is not going, we usually talk about this in terms of like teams. Okay, as a team, we're not knocking down 3-point shots. What do we got to do? But we got to start getting downhill and going to the basket. It's essentially how you should be playing as a player. If your 3-point shot is not going down, man, get your butt in the paint. Go get an easy one, please. Let's look at some team stats. Do this. We don't get spoiled. Overall, the Knicks are 3 for 9 from three-point range. The Suns are 5 for 15. 4 for 4 from the foul line, 3 for 3 from the foul line for the Suns, so that's about equal. 17 rebounds for the Knicks. Knicks are actually out rebounding them. They have 5 offensive rebounds to their 4. It feels like they're beating us on the glass. Interesting how that works out. 8 assists to 7, so about equal. 12 points in the paint to 12 points in the paint, 4 fouls to 6 fouls. And that's kind of how you end up with a very close game. They're pretty close across the board except for the three-point shooting. Hopefully that changes. John Smith said defense for Jared Vanderbilt. There's a reason why the LA Lakers, who desperately need defense, don't feel comfortable playing him very many minutes, brother. Ask yourself why, if he's so good at defense and on a Lakers team that desperately needs a defense, why he can't carve out a larger role on that team. Clarkson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Goodwin. They get it over to Anunoby, swings through to his right along the baseline, stops, turns, spins, kicks it out to Clarkson. Line me up, Jordan Clarkson for 3, baby. 4-3, Jordan Clarkson, we needed it. We need a good Clarkson game. We always need a good Clarkson game. Who is this who has it up top? Who is this? Coming to his left down the lane. They swing it out. Rasheer Fleming a 3. Way off on that one. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Towns able to pick it up. Kolik with a good fight. Towns, an underhanded scoop pass out to Anunoby on the break. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Clarkson with the putback layup. Anunoby hit the floor hard. He's slow to get up. And the Suns quickly pushing the other way. Dunn has it on the left wing. They get it up top to Gillespie. Gillespie coming to his left. Blowing past the defense. Snake dribble under the basket with the Nash dribble. They kick it out. Ryan Dunn, they're going to dare him to shoot. He's not a good three-point shooter, but he rattles that one in right there. I will live with him being dared to shoot threes all night. I'll live with that. McBride pulling past the defense. Steps back, mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go for Deucey. McBride's in such a rhythm with that jump shot, man. Iguodala has it up top. Being guarded by Towns. It's the pocket pass to, who is that? Ryan Dunn along the baseline. Jordan Clarkson falling asleep. Beautiful pass from Iguodala. That's why he beat the other centers out of the rotation. He's a good passer. Clarkson swings it around to a wide open Deuce McBride for 3. Line me up. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kolik with the rebound. They swing it out over to Clarkson. Clarkson a straightaway 3, line me up. He can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound and a foul. Foul on the Suns. Oh, a foul on the Clarkson three-point attempt. So 3 free throws for Jordan Clarkson. John Smith said Jared Vanderbilt is good at defense. I again ask you, John Smith, if Jared Vanderbilt is so good at defense and he's on a Lakers team that desperately needs defense, how come Jared Vanderbilt is having a really difficult time carving out a true rotation spot on that team, brother? Dom Anthony said, it seems like the Knicks are always playing catch-up since Hart went down. I mean, even when Hart was here, the Knicks were still finding themselves playing catch-up. This team just tends to come out a little slow, but definitely a lot more noticeable when Josh Hart was out, has been out. Clarkson knocks down the first 2. He's got one more coming. He could tie it up at 37 here. Cross signal. What's up, cross signal? Isaiah Garner said his offense is poop. I mean, his offense is so bad that you can't have him out there. Then you're playing offense 5-on-4. And in 2026, you just can't do that. You can't be a specialist. You can't only play one side of the ball. Unless you're doing it at such an elite level. And Jared Vanderbilt is just not that. Good defender. They kick it out to Brooks. Brooks down the lane. Puts up a high float over Towns. Got it to go. And again, Dillon Brooks with the low sweep move. Getting into the lane off of one leg, falling away. Floater over Towns, who's right in his face, hanging all over him. And he still gets the shot to go down. Dillon Brooks diversifying his game. Clarkson did knock down all 3 of his free throws, by the way. Kolik has it up top on the left wing. And a foul on Ryan Dunn. Oh, Iguodala. Now I'm confusing Ryan Dunn and Iguodala. Foul on Iguodala as he came out to guard Tyler Kolek off the screen. Bullet pass from Kolek into Clarkson. A bad pass from Kolek. Clarkson tried to save it over to Bridges, but gets knocked out of bounds by Devin Booker off of Bridges, so the ball goes back to the Suns. Here comes Dillon Brooks bringing it down the other way. Brooks on the left wing being guarded by McBride. Going to put him in the post. Backing him down. Stop, turn, fall away midi. Can't get it to go. Good defense from McBride. Forcing a tough shot there. Kolek bringing it down the other way. Knicks are running out in transition. Kolek up top, calling for a screen from Towns. Quick crossover to his left down the lane, leaves it off for Towns. Wide open, straight away three. Line me up. Call Anthony Towns. There you go, big dog. There you go. Love it. Love it. Need the open ones to go down, Cat. You're getting the open ones. Need you to knock down the open ones. Booker bringing it down the other way. He has it on the right wing. Attacking Clarkson off the bounce. Pulls it back. Now coming to his left off the screen. Pull up straight away three for Devin Booker. Off the back rim. Too long. Can't get it to go. Royce O'Neal with the rebound. They kick it over to Brooks. Brooks attacking McBride. Stop. Fall away. Foul line jumper. Got it to go. Brooks is upset. He wants a foul call. 41-40. Kolek goes past the defense down the lane. Lefty layup. Got it to go. Over Iguodala. Over his former teammate. You love to see those. 42-41. Now both of these teams going back and forth. Brooks down the lane, takes a bump from McBride, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws as he missed a floater. We're quickly approaching the halfway point of this second quarter here. Nope, they're not going to give him free throws. They're going to say side out of bounds before the shot attempt. Camille Lightborn, what's up, Camille? What was the spread of this game? I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. Mark Williams has it up top, hands it off to Booker. Booker coming to his right off the rescreen from Williams. Driving it down, has it in the paint. Step back, fall away, foul line jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Towns pulls it out. Quick outlet to Kolek, who's already off and running. Blowing past the defense over to Bridges. Left corner, three. Throws up an air ball. Didn't love to see that. Here comes Dillon Brooks. Get it back to Booker, being guarded by McBride. This is the matchup I wanted. Booker trying to bully his way to the basket over McBride. Excellent defense from Deuce, and Deuce is upset. And Deuce McBride immediately signals to Mike Brown, challenge that. How is that not an offensive foul on Devin Booker? They got to show me the replay. I don't even know if I like the initial foul on Deuce McBride there. I think that's a clean block. Also, it was an offensive foul. Devin Booker's arm came up high in Deuce McBride's face. On Mike Brown, I'm challenging that. Whether even if I lose my challenge, I'm challenging that. Oh, and the Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. Reminding people to like the stream. He said, let's go, Knicks. Like the stream. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, brother. If you're enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button and like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. It is by far the best thing you can do to show support to content creators in the community. Appreciate you guys. Devin Booker knocks down both of his free throws. 42-43. Kolek bringing it down. Kolek has it up top, being guarded by Gillespie. Coming to his left, half spin, driving it down, picks up his handle, gets it over to Towns, bullet pass inside to Clarkson, throws up the floater, got it to go. Karl Anthony Towns is moving the rock, man. He is throwing them passes. What's that, his 4th or 5th assist? My goodness. Dillon Brooks being guarded by Tyler Kolek. He likes this matchup. He says, everybody clear out, one-on-one, backing him down, stop, turn. Fall away jumper at the foul line. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul. That's on Mikal Bridges, who came over on the help and bumped him while he was in the air. Bad foul from Bridges. It's going to send Brooks to the foul line for 2. Brooks knocks down the first one. Susan said, Cat is not ready to stay on the invisible list. Absolutely, Susan, absolutely. He was threatening to go on the list for sure. Brooks knocks down both of his free throws. Tyler Kolek bringing it down. 5:30 to go. We're past the halfway point. And they call an offensive foul on Tyler Kolek. Mo Diawara is coming in the game, baby. I don't know about that call. I don't know about that call. They got Colin Gillespie on the replay there, flopping like a fish out there. But he picked up the foul. So here come the Suns. Mo Diaware's in the game for Kolek. Sure, Mike Brown's looking for some size here. Booker dancing with it, coming to his left. Bridges chasing. Clarkson switches on the Booker. Now he's going to look to isolate one-on-one. He likes this matchup. He's waving everybody through. Booker's going to take it into the high post left wing, backing down Clarkson, backing him down in the paint. Puts up the floater. Too strong, can't get it to go, but he draws a foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Relic, what's up, Relic? Carl James said every time Clarkson gives a spark, the team has momentum. Yeah, I mean, they need Clarkson to play well. The issue is Clarkson is very inconsistent. He is a roller coaster for sure. Robinson comes in for Towns here. Interesting, we're not going to the double bigs. Booker knocks down the first one. Got one more coming. The fouls are starting to pile up for the New York Knicks here. Phoenix is forcing themselves to the foul line here. Knicks are hacking, whacking away. Got to clean up their fouling. They got to find a way to the foul lines themselves. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson coming to his right up a high Robinson screen. Brunson a pull-up 3. Got it to go. Give me them 3 points, JB. Give me them 3 points. Tied at 47. 5 minutes to go. Booker bringing it down. End the first half strong. Booker has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off a Mark Williams screen. Spins. Kicks it out to Gillespie. To Grayson Allen. Jab step, driving it down in the paint. Finds a way to kick it out to Booker. Booker has it up top being guarded by Clarkson. Attacking to his left. Leans in. Step back. Fall away midi. Too strong. Can't get it to go. A long rebound. Clarkson knocks the ball loose. The ball is still loose. The ball is still loose. The ball is still loose. And Robinson picks it up. Here comes Clarkson bringing it down the other way. Good hustle from Clarkson to knock that ball loose initially. Good job by Robinson to pick it up. Clarkson fires a straightaway 3. Comes up short. Long rebound. Robinson pulls it away. They get it over to Diawara. Diawara has it up top. Directing traffic. Waving people through. Coming to his right. Attacking now off the bounce. Down the lane. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Clarkson caught in the corner being guarded by Brooks. Attacking to his right. Steps back. Pump fakes. Now steps through. Throws it up at the rim. Doesn't hit the rim. And that's a shot clock violation. Too much standing around from the Knicks. Too much isolating for Mo Diawara there. You got to get moving, Mo. You got to get moving. Amy said on the bright side, if they're fouling, maybe they're trying to play defense. They're trying to play defense. They're always trying to play defense. Deuce McBride and OG Anunoby checking back in here. Is that the end of the Mo Diawara experience? Mark Williams has it up top. Get it out to Grayson Allen. Allen gets it over to Booker. Booker ran off the line. Pocket pass to Mark Williams for a two-handed slam off a beautiful pocket pass from Devin Booker as they ran a traditional pick and roll in the right wing. Under 4 to go. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges fires a 3. In and out, can't get it to stay. Mo Diawara is still in the game, by the way. Grayson Allen bringing it down the other way. Coming to his right at the Williams screen. Tried to throw a cross-court pass. Bridges in the passing lane and deflects it out of bounds. Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? K-Hub, what's up, K-Hub? Just subscribe, like your flow. I normally mute the audio, but I can hear you do that play-by-play thing. Appreciate you, K-Hub. Appreciate you. Archie Gaming, what's up, Archie? Chris Baskerville, what's up, Chris? Mark Williams has it up top, over to Booker. They swing it out. Grayson Allen in the right corner 3, can't get it to go. Long rebound over to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. 3:20 to go. Bridges up top, quick crossover to his left, has it in the lane at the foul line, steps back, tries to kick it out. Ball gets knocked loose, but McBride able to pick it up. They swing it out to Anunoby. Going to isolate here, rip through down the lane, and he gets blocked out of bounds. And Anunoby just pushes Grayson Allen as he got grabbed out of the air. There's going to be a technical on OG Anunoby and 2 free throws for OG Anunoby. So a free throw for the Suns here and 2 free throws for OG Anunoby. James Mason, what's up, James? Chris Baskerville said, I'm going to say it again. Might have to put it on the shirt. Give it a Clarkson. Move out the way. Grayson Allen, or who knocked down the free throw? Somebody knocked down the free throw for the Suns. I did not notice who took it. But it's 50 to 47. Now, Anunoby will take his 2 free throws after being fouled. OG knocks down his first free throw. He's got another one coming. .316 to go. Anunoby knocks down both free throws. 50-49. Suns up by 1. And Phoenix will bring it down. Brooks has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left. Bridges picks him up on a switch. Brooks is going to dance with it, looking like he wants to isolate. Puts up a floater. Can't get it to go. Looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Robinson rips away a rebound. Look at him sprint down the court. Hit ahead to McBride. Shoves it over to Anunoby. Anunoby shoves it over to Bridges. They swing it around. Brunson back to Bridges. A straightaway three from McHale. And he finally gets one to go down. The Knicks take a 2-point lead. Excellent ball movement from the Knicks yet again. Devin Booker bringing it down the other way. He has it up top. Suns walking it down the other way. They want to play a slower half-court speed here. Bridges down the lane. Layup with the right hand. Got it to go. Again, he's looking for a foul on Bridges. Tied at 52. Brunson bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Brooks. Coming to his right. Grayson Allen switched onto him. Brunson's going to look to dance. Step back right wing three for JB. Rattles it in there. Back-to-back threes for the Knicks, giving them a 3-point lead here, 55-52. 2 minutes to go. Both teams in the bonus, by the way, but 55-52. Booker has it up top. Coming to his right off a double screen. Brunson switches onto him. Booker down the lane. Pump fakes. Fall away baseline jumper. Got it to go for Devin Booker. Got to a spot. Knocked it down. Under 2 to go now. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Looking for a response. Brunson dancing with it. Hesitates. Has it on the right wing. Crosses over. Kicks it out. McBride up top. Pump fakes. Back to Brunson. Wide open right wing three. Line me up JB. In and out. Can't get that one to stay. Mark Williams rips away a rebound. Here comes Devin Booker bringing it the other way. Booker up top. Brunson switches onto him. They're showing multiple bodies at him. They bring a double team. They swing it up top. They swing it around. Allen on the right wing. They get it over to Brooks. Brooks right corner. Ran off the line by Robinson. Brooks on the right wing being guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Brooks steps back. Deep right wing three falling away. Got it to go. Oh my goodness. Who taught Dillon Brooks how to shoot step back, sidestep threes like that? My goodness. That's a tough shot for Dillon Brooks right there. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right off a McBride screen. Brunson's going to dance with it against Grayson Allen. Crosses over. Has it in the post. Backing him down. Backing him down. Stop. Turn. Flips through. Gets swatted out of there by Mark Williams. And now Dillon Brooks is off and running. Leaves it off for Mark Williams to the basket. Misses a layup. Great defense from the Knicks. No fouling. And now here comes Anunoby quickly pushing it the other way. Throws a lob up to Robinson for a reverse dunk. Throw a couple of style points on it for the Knicks. And Devin Booker will walk it down the other way. Tied at 57. A back-and-forth affair we've got here tonight. Booker has it up top, being guarded by Bridges, coming to his right off a Williams screen. Pull-up three over Robinson. Got it to go. We talked about, I don't care what the percentages say. If you're playing the New York Knicks, you're knocking down threes against them. Excellent defense from Robinson. It didn't matter. Booker's knocking it down. He's sub-30 from 3 this year. It don't matter. He's hitting them against the Knicks. McBride has it up top, 20 seconds to go, being guarded by Dillon Brooks. Stops, turns, spins to get it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Grayson Allen. Shot clock winding down. He's going to look to isolate here. Brunson one-on-one against Allen. Sidestep, pump fake. Gets it over to Bridges. Right corner three over Booker. Got it to go for McHale. Back tied at 60. Anything you can do, I can do better offense here. 9 seconds to go. The Suns will have the final shot of the quarter. Mark, what's up, Mark? Grayson Allen bringing it down. Back and McBride up the bounce. In the paint, reverse layup. Got it to go. Bad defense from Deuce McBride. Bad defense from Robinson. Brunson, a three-quarter scored heave at the buzzer. Almost got it to go in, but he doesn't. And that would be the end of our first quarter. 62-60. 34 points scored by the Suns. 37 points scored by the Knicks into that second quarter. A much better second quarter from the Knicks offensively. Need to clean up a couple of defensive things. Also, it would be nice if Phoenix could stop shooting 1,000,000% from 3 against the Knicks here tonight. But we'll go over it. It definitely feels that way. I don't know if they actually are. Let's look at it. Let's look at the team stats before we look at anything else. Then we'll go around the league, and then we'll look at the box scores going into the second half. Phoenix, I mean, the Knicks, they're actually shooting it better from 3 tonight. They're 9 for 20. Wow, Phoenix is only 8 for 21. I will say, I feel like the Knicks are moving the ball extremely well for their open threes, while Phoenix is settling for a lot of pull-up contested threes from Devin Booker and from Dillon Brooks. But we'll go through the box scores and see exactly where their threes are coming from. Free throw shooting, 9 for 9 for the Knicks, 10 for 10 for Phoenix. So again, three-point shooting, very equal. The free throw shooting, very equal. The total score, very equal. Funny how that works out, is it not? Rebounds, the Knicks are winning the rebounding battle 26 to 18, so they're winning it by 8. That's very good, obviously. If they can continue that up, I feel very good about their chances to pull this game off. They're losing the possession battle 46 to 43, but pretty close to equal. Pretty close to equal. We'll see how that plays out the rest of the game. Buzzer said, boy, that first half was fast. Yeah, it was only an hour. That first half was only an hour. Wow, very quick. Yvette Passad, what's up, Yvette? Total assists, 13 to 12. These stats are going to be very, very equal. Although the Knicks do have 8 turnovers compared to the Suns, too. Way too many turnovers for the Knicks, right? Left side is the Knicks. Left side is the Knicks. The Knicks have 8 turnovers. They've been turning the ball over an incredible amount. Especially during that 4-game losing streak. So if they can clean that up and start getting the Suns to turn the ball over here, that'd be great. 20 points in the paint to 26 points in the paint. Pretty close to equal there. 9 fouls to 9 fouls. Pretty evenly called the game. The Knicks led for 21% of the game in comparison to the Suns, who led for 68% of it. The rest of it was a tie ball game. Amy said an exhausting hour. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Sometimes it's not how many threes you make, but when you take them, it can get back into a game or seal your fate. Absolutely. 20 attempts to 21 attempts in terms of the three-point shooting here tonight. So both teams on pace for 40, obviously, which is kind of right around the sweet spot of how many threes you want to take per game. Before we go through the box scores, let's go around the league. We'll end our halftime coverage here by going through the box scores, but let's see what's going on around the league. Looks like the Thunder are crawling their way back into it. We got to put this game on in the background on the second monitor. Interesting. Also, I don't love you coming loose. Move over. Hawks taking on the Nuggets. Nuggets, we know, are without almost everybody. They did get Christian Brown back. They did get Aaron Gordon back, so that's very good. Dillon Brooks with 20 first-half points, by the way. But we'll go through it. Outside of those two games, the other games have already wrapped up. So we know that the Celtics beat the Raptors. We know 76ers beat the Magic. We know the Pelicans beat the Wizards. The Clippers ended up beating the Nets, which we knew was a likely thing to happen. Can we go save Justin Champagnie from the Washington Wizards, please? Can we go save Justin Champagnie, please? My goodness. AP said Knicks can't stop anyone. Listen, AP, Kawhi Leonard had 21 in the first half the other day against the Clippers. You know how many he had in the second half? 4. You know what I mean? Like, Dillon Brooks hit multiple difficult pull-up threes. Shooting 35% from three-point range. Can he shoot the 3? Absolutely. Shooting 35% from 3 this year. He knocked down 2 or 3 really tough threes. One of them was a 30-footer straight away off a screen. Another one was a rhythm dribble, step back, falling out of bounds 3 over Mitchell Robinson. One of them was off the catch in the corner, quickly fired it up there over OG Anunoby. These are not easy shots, and he knocked all 3 of them down. So we'll go through the box score, but again, sometimes it's just unite. Knicks should be able to adapt to it in the second half here. The Flea said he'll cool off. I assume he will, but you never know. Moran said, I worked at the Gonzaga game last night. Nice. Met John Stockton. Not the guy I would want to meet right now, but shout out. They're doing a giveaway, the assist leader. Ooh. The original Gonzaga legend. The late games we have is Rockets versus Blazers, Bucks versus Lakers. Not the greatest games remaining here tonight, although Rockets to Trailblazers is going to be interesting. Trailblazers have been pretty dang good so far this year. This Hawks Nuggets game is at halftime. Maybe we'll check it out if we have time here. Let's go over the Knicks box score now. Moran said I was hoping for Chris Paul. You might have to go work the Wake Forest game then. Going over the box score here. We can get all these ads out of the way. Thank you. ESPN. How much more money do you need, ESPN? OG Anunoby was 6 points tonight. He's made one shot. A little bit more, OG. A little bit more. I know he's gotten fouled on some of his shot attempts, so he's actually taken more than 4 attempts. 4 for 4 from the foul line. But you need consistency out of your third guy, and he's not being super consistent right now. Karl-Anthony Towns, only 3 points tonight. But I will give him credit, 6 boards, 4 assists. If you're not going to score at an explosive level, give me this. 4 assists in the first half, another high assist mark for Karl-Anthony Towns so far tonight. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. If his scoring average drops to around 20, and he keeps his rebounding to around 11, and the assists go from 2.5 to 4.5, maybe 5, beautiful. I'd take it. They're showing the replay, and as I look up, they just got to stop doing this. They show R.J. Barrett rolling his ankle really badly. So he just came back from a knee injury. He's going to go back out with the injured ankle. Unfortunate for him. Let's go back to our Knicks. Mikal Bridges, 8 points for him. He's giving us something. 5 boards, 2 assists. I think he got really active in the second quarter there. I like what I saw from him in the second quarter mostly. First quarter was a little invisible, but he has a tough assignment guarding Devin Booker here tonight. We'll go over the Phoenix Suns here in a second. 18 minutes for Jaylen Brunson, 13 points for him, 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 4 for 9 from the field overall, 3 for 6 from three-point range, 1 rebound, 3 assists. He does have the 2 early turnovers in the first quarter, but since then, did a really good job of taking care of the ball after that. He's got 13 points. He is our leading scorer. Deuce McBride, 12 points. He's our second leading scorer, 5 for 9 from the field. He's taken just as many shots as Jaylen Brunson. I kind of love it. 2 for 4 from 3. He's getting them up there, 2 boards and assist. I love the aggressiveness from Deuce McBride. If we could take some of his aggressiveness and sprinkle it over to Mikal Bridges, boy, oh boy, would Mikal Bridges' game just hit another level, man. Hit another level. Going over the Knicks bench, Jordan Clarkson gave us 12 points off the bench. Look at JC. JC, 12 points off the bench. You love to see it. They need somebody off the bench with Deuce McBride into the starting lineup now, and JC's providing it. Mitchell Robinson with 4 points off the bench, along with 5 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 defensive. We'll take it. Tyler Kolek with 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Not a great night for Tyler Kolek. Not a great first half. He could definitely be better. McCullough only played 1 minute. Didn't do a whole lot. Diawara only played 2 minutes. Didn't do a whole lot. Nice pass from McCullough. That's about it. Let's go over the Phoenix Suns and what's going on for the New York Knicks here. It's really just 2 guys. Their names are Dillon Brooks and Devin Booker. These are the 2 guys that have kept the Phoenix Suns afloat this year. Royce O'Neal, 0 points, 0 for 1 from 3. He's kind of mostly been invisible. Some decent defense from Royce O'Neal. Dillon Brooks, 17 minutes, 20 points, 6 for 10 from the field. This is the area he's killing the Knicks at here tonight. 4 for 6 from 3. This man can't miss. Again, he's taken two or three of those, I'd say, were very difficult shots, and he knocked them down. I don't think the Knicks' defense has been terrible. It could definitely be better, of course. Mark Williams, 6 points, 5 boards. Devin Booker, 17 points. Devin Booker being Devin Booker, he's 5 for 11 from the field. They're making him work for his points. A lot of those points started to come from the foul line when he started to work his way to the foul line there in that second quarter. If you take those 5 free throws away, he only scored 12 points on 5 made shot attempts. So, okay, we'll take it again. He is sub 30% from 3 this year. He's 2 for 3 from three-point range so far tonight because, of course, everybody shoots it well when they play the Knicks. Colin Gillespie, only 3 points today. He knocked down 1 3. So, again, the Knicks, they're locked in on taking everybody else away. But Dillon Brooks and Devin Booker are killing them. Ryan Dunn scored 7 points. He knocked down a 3. He snuck behind them for an easy layup. He broke out for a fast break layup. But he is a minus 11 when he was out there. Outside of that, the Knicks are doing a really good job in not allowing really anybody else to get going. Goodwin's 2 for 7. Grayson Allen's 1 for 4, 0 for 2 from 3. So outside of the two guys, the Knicks are doing a really good job of shutting the water off on the Phoenix Suns. Now, if they can get these two guys just slowed down a little bit, the Knicks should be able to take a lead and pull this one out here today. Nick Yak said tied or winning every stat but turnovers. Absolutely, Yak. We just went over the team turnovers. Tied or winning every stat except for turnovers. It's very close. Everything is very close right now. But again, if some of the shooting from guys who are not having very good three-point shooting this year slows down just a little bit, I do think the Knicks should be able to pull this one out. Eva said, we're winning tonight. Let's go, Knicks. That is the hope. That is the hope for sure. And Memphis just seems like they're pulling away again from OKC. OKC is without a lot of their stars. You can go over their box score again. See what's going on here. Memphis is up by 14 halfway through the fourth quarter. They had to start Brandon Carlson today with no Chet Holmgren, no Isaiah Hartenstein. Lou Dort, 11 points. Aaron Wiggins, 14. J-Dub, 23. A.J. Mitchell, 14. J-Dub is 8 for 16 from the field. Got to take more than 16 shots, big dog. You're supposed to be the next in line. Off the bench, Brooks Barnhizer, not giving him much. Ousmane Dieng, former Knicks draft pick, Ousmane Dieng. He hit a three. That was about it. Cool. Shout out to him. Alex Caruso in 20 minutes, 7 points. Kenrich Williams off the bench, 15. Somebody had to put the ball in the basket. El Tigre. What about Tigre? AB said, need stops. I mean, that is the genesis of basketball, right? You got to stop the other team from scoring. You got to score yourself. Absolutely. Nixon NYC. What's up, Nixon? Bruce Fowler said, why aren't we running any sets for Mikal other than a wing three? I guess it's hard to run sets for mid-range shots. It is a little hard to run sets for mid-range shots. They do run sets for him. He's gotten a couple of layups from Karl-Anthony Towns, hitting him cutting back door. Also, a lot of his sets are when the Knicks get into the paint and they swing it out to him out on the wing and he's curling around after he cuts along the baseline and he curls back. I don't know how to describe this properly. This is why I need the whiteboard. I should just get that. So Karl-Anthony, what Mikal Bridges will sometimes do is he comes off the wing and then kind of like circles around the court and curls and cuts along the baseline as the Knicks have an action up top, usually between Brunson and Towns. And he'll curl around the corner, and Brunson coming to his right off a screen will drive down the lane, kick it out to Bridges, who's now curling out to the three-point line on the wing. He'll catch the ball on the run and kind of stampede cut down to the basket. A stampede cut is when you catch it off movement. So instead of catching it and getting into a triple threat and then making a decision from there, you catch it already on the go, and you immediately put it on the floor and keep going with your momentum. So that's kind of the set they run for Bridges. It's not usually like to get him curling around for a mid-range shot, because that's not necessarily his game. His game is mostly like off the dribble mid-range shots and not off the catch mid-range shots. But, you know, there's only so much you could do because you're feeding Brunson, you're feeding Towns, you're feeding Anunoby, and then you're kind of looking to feed Bridges. But at the same time, now you got Deuce McBride in the starting lineup, and he's cooking. You're kind of looking at him now, and Bridges kind of falling down the pecking order to 5. Again, a lot of it also has to do with the fact that he's gotta just be a little bit more aggressive. You know, he's the kind of guy who is shading away from contact and not getting all the way to the rim purposely. You know, and shooting mid-range shots and fall-away shots and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everybody needing to be better. Young On said, thanks for the play-by-play. Appreciate you, Young On. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Back to 11. Back to 11 in this one. As for Memphis, I mean, everybody's scoring. They got G.G. Jackson out there. G.G. Jackson's the kind of guy I wouldn't mind the Knicks taking a swing on. Like, keep Cam Whitmore far away from me. G.G. Jackson's the kind of player I wouldn't mind taking a swing on if Memphis is looking to unload him at some point here. Maybe a Vince Williams Jr., but they seem to really like that guy. It's 10 now. Back to 10. I mean, nobody's even just explosively scoring. They're just doing it as a team. 15 for Aldama, 18 for Jackson, 13 for Vince Williams. I mean, I can't tell you what's going on in this game. We're just box score watching, but obviously hoping for an OKC loss. OKC loss. Always going to root for their failures. All right, here we go. We're going to check back into our game here. Hawks Nuggets is an 8-point game. We're going to start our Knicks Suns game now. Warriors Kings just tipped off. Rockets Trailblazers just tipped off. And then obviously we already went over the games that have already concluded. So let's go ahead, lock into our game here. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? Best of the best. Intern play-by-play. Enjoy you. Appreciate you, Lewis. Appreciate you. So Fleas, 5 more likes for 100. Appreciate you, Fleas. If you guys are enjoying the show tonight, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, leave a like. I'd very much appreciate it. It is by far the best thing you can do to show support to the community. And it's all I'll ever ask of you. It really is. Angel A1 Roman said, do you still feel as comfortable towards the end of a close game as last season? Yes. Jaylen Brunson's still on the team, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I'm never super comfortable at the end of games, just because it could go any way. But I'm as comfortable as you can be because we have a legit closer. Towns gets fouled by Dillon Brooks going to the rim. Towns will go to the foul line for 2. There you go, big cat. Here's the thing. Karl-Anthony Towns is not scoring a lot so far tonight. We went over the box scores. What, he had 6, 4, something like that? But he is absolutely instrumental in the Knicks offense today. Again, we went over the fact that I'll take less scoring from Karl-Anthony Towns if he gives me more playmaking. Oh, he's got 3 points. That's actually worse than I thought. The only shot he made was the 3-point shot he made. He knocks down the free throw, though. That gives him 4. There you go. But I'll take, 18, 20 a game for Karl-Anthony Towns if he starts giving me 5, 6, 7 assists a game. He had 7 the other night against the Clippers. He's up to 4 here, start of the second half. Davilbon, what's up, Davilbon? Towns made the first one, misses the second one. Come on, big cat, we can't be missing free throws. O'Neal gets it over to Allen. Allen, they swing it out to Gillespie. Gillespie ran off the line by McBride, coming to his left in the lane. Pump fake, stop. Pump fakes. Gets it out to Royce O'Neal with 3 over Brunson at the buzzer. Got it to go. You got to get out with more urgency there, JB. More urgency, big dog. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Brooks. Now picked up by Gillespie. They swing it over to McBride. Now over to Bridges. Hands it off to Towns. Towns a straightaway 3. Mark Williams not there, and Towns makes him pay by knocking it down. Brooks up top, coming to his left off the screen, being guarded by Anunoby. Dribble pull up 3 over OG. Got it to go, nothing but net. He is feeling it tonight. It's one of those nights Knicks are going to have to overcome his hot shooting. He's made 5 threes now. Brunson up top to get over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Mark Williams. Pump fakes from 3. Kicks it back out to Brunson. Brunson hesitates. Jab step. Being guarded by Brooks. Jab step again. Coming to his right. Foul line, fall away jumper. Got it to go for JB. And terrible defense from the Knicks as they don't get back, and Mark Williams beats them down the court for an easy 2-handed slam. Just an over-the-top pass from Dillon Brooks was all that it took to get the ball to Mark Williams there. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Mark Williams. Coming to his right. Towns hands it off to Anunoby. Steps behind the Towns screen. Coming to his right. Now they get over to Towns. He fires up another 3. Can't get that one to go. Dillon Brooks able to secure the rebound. They get it out to Booker. Booker bringing it down right side of the court, being picked up by Brunson. Booker's going to immediately look to attack, get to the baseline, pull-up jumper. Can't get that one to go. Bridges with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Bridges has it on the right wing. Shoves it over to Towns. Towns coming to his right. Euro step down the lane. Lefty layup. Got it to go for Karl-Anthony Towns. He's looking for a foul. He's not going to get it, but he does get the layup. Knicks got to get back on defense. Booker on the right wing. Attacking Bridges off the bounce. Has it in the post. Tries to get over to Gillespie. Good defense from McBride to knock it loose. Pocket pass down low to Mark Williams. Then kicked out of bounds by the Suns. Good hands, good defense from the Knicks to at least try and hustle back and disrupt that play. The ball will go back to the Knicks, and McBride will bring it down. User with the user. McBride has it on the left wing, attacking to his left. Leaves it off for Towns. Towns being guarded by Williams. Hesitating from 3, now attacking to his right. Euro steps down the lane, lefty layup. And they wave it off, and they call the travel on Karl-Anthony Towns. There's the travel. Who was talking about it earlier in the game? Just his dad? Who? There's the travel. Antonio Hutchinson. What's up, Antonio? Gillespie gets it over to Booker, coming to his right, trying to snake it back to his left hand, all the way to the basket. Two-handed slam for Devin Booker over OG Anunoby. And some full court pressure from the Suns. Towns easily walks it down. Mark Williams is the one guarding him. Smart from the Knicks. They get over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. Jab step coming to his right, leans in, pump fake, steps through. Cross-court pass to McBride, left corner. He's ran off the line. They kick it up top to Anunoby. Anunoby tries to go before he has the ball. Now he's going to settle for a pull-up three. Can't get that one to go. Gillespie with the rebound, hit ahead to Booker. Booker bringing it down right wing. Picked up by McBride here. Booker's going to look the dance coming to his left. Now spinning back to his right. They kick it up top to Gillespie. They swing it out to Dillon Brooks being guarded by Bridges. Backing him down. Backing him down. Stop. Shimmy. Fall away. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Leaves it off for Towns. Towns steps back for a three. Can't get that one to go. We need some of these shots to start going down, big dog. Here comes Royce O'Neal bringing it down. O'Neal gets it over to Booker. Booker attacking to his right. And they call a foul on Deuce McBride. And to me, that's a preemptive whistle from the referees there. Not a lot of contact, but he gets the foul call. Ooh. Towns came up limping on a previous play that Devin Booker looked like he and Devin Booker made contact on the leg. He's fine. He's remaining in the game, obviously. Booker at the foul line and misses a free throw. Ball don't lie, baby. Ball don't lie. $19 for Booker, 4 assists. Rattles in the second one. Splits the free throws. McBride bringing it down against Gillespie. McBride has it up top. Under 8 to go. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right up the Town screen. Dancing with it against Mark Williams on a switch. Crosses over to his left. Foul line pull-up jumper. Comes up short but gets a friendly bounce and knocks it down. Booker on the right wing. Stars looking to take over here, especially for the Suns, as Booker doing a lot of attacking here. They kick it up top to Brooks. Extra pass to Gillespie. Left wing three. Anunoby trying to get out there, but can't get out there quick enough, and Gillespie knocks down the corner three. Back up by 6, the Suns go. Bridges bringing it down, attacking into the paint. They kick it out to Anunoby. Swings through to his right, shoves it over to Towns, and a two-handed slam for Towns. Nice feed from Anunoby. Good ball movement from the Knicks. 76-72. Gillespie up top, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his left off a Williams screen. Steps back. They swing it out to Booker. Booker on the right wing. Guarded by Bridges. They show two. They get it over to Gillespie. Brunson picks him back up. They swing it out to O'Neal. Now they get it over to Brooks, who blows past McBride. Down the lane, scoop layup. Offensive foul. They're going to wave it off from Brooks. I was going to say. Because he got the layup to go. But they say Brunson got there in time. Offensive foul. Ball going back to the Knicks here. Great charge from Brunson. Saves the layup. And here comes Bridges. Bridges has it up top. Bridges gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Town screen. Steps back. Puts up the straightaway three. Got it to go. Jaylen Brunson. That's a tough shot right there. Right over the top of Dillon Brooks. 76-75 now. Brunson's up to 20. They try to get over to Mark Williams. He can't handle the pass, and it's over and back. Bad pass, miscommunication between Gillespie and Mark Williams. The turnover, and a timeout from the Phoenix Suns. Jordan Naut just looks at his team, and he goes, what was that? What was that? So we're going to get a full timeout here. It's back to a one-point game. The Flea said, and they say JB don't play defense. Tom Anthony said, Knicks can't stop threes. Yeah, it's a struggle for them. It is a struggle for them. I will say, I think teams just kind of shoot it really well against them. Again, the Knicks don't play super aggressively out on the perimeter. And so teams just are very comfortable naturally against their defense, especially perimeter players. Right? Sometimes good perimeter defense is just trying to make the other team as uncomfortable as possible. And that means picking up a cheap closeout foul running into a guy. That means maybe running him off the line one time or two times in a row and then changing up the way you run him off the line the next time or staying in front of him or whatever the case may be. The Knicks just kind of have a very robotic rotation in terms of their defensive rotations, in my opinion. Teams just kind of know, okay, the rotation's coming, here we go. Mark said Thunder just took the lead. Oh, man. I was really rooting on their downfall here today. Thunder just took the lead on him. Under a minute to go. 115, 114. We got to put it up on the second monitor, y'all. They're under a minute to go there, so let's just go ahead and throw it on over here. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Hawks with an 8-point lead over the Nuggets. Kings and Warriors at the end of the first there. Rockets, Blazers at the end of the first there. Okay. Students at OKC is suspect. Carl James said, put Clarkson now, coach. He'll probably come in here soon. Yak said, those were rainbow threes tonight. You can't stop them. They can't possibly keep that up. We'll see. We'll see, Yak. I mean, I feel like we say that sometimes, and then sometimes they keep it up. The Knicks have to make some small adjustment in terms of the way they're guarding them. You can't continue to allow them to just be comfortable from the three-point line. You guys are getting a sneak peek of the future. I try not to look at it. Relic said it's a one-point game. Yeah, I got it on the second monitor here. They were reviewing some foul. Jaren Jackson Jr. turned it over. But here we go. We're back into our game. We're approaching the halfway point of the third quarter here. Brunson up top to get over to Towns. Towns hands it back off to Brunson. Coming to his right. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane. Throws up a floater. Gets the foul. Brunson's calling for a goaltend. And the refs say it's on the way up. So it's just going to be 2 free throws for Brunson. I don't know. I'm Mike Brown. I might use a challenge there. Give me the 2 points. Tyrone Turner. What's up, Tyrone? Knicks win by 4. I mean, I'll take a win any way we could get it. Brunson at the foul line for 2. Judges Dad at 11 for 25 from 3 for both teams. Yeah, I mean, the three-point making is pretty equal. I think the Knicks have had a little bit better shot quality than the Suns today, but that's just by eye test. I don't know for sure. Brunson knocks down both free throws, giving the Knicks a 1-point lead, 77-76. And Grayson Allen, who's just checked in, will bring the ball down now. Allen up top, coming to his right, being chased by Clarkson, who's in. Hands him off to McBride. Allen all the way to the lane and knocks down a floater. Mo Diawara is also in. We're going to Mo Diawara minutes here. All right. Brunson, quick crossover to his right of a Town screen. Pull up 3 for JB. He's feeling it. Oh, he is feeling it. He is in Phoenix, and he is starting to feel it. 80-78. 2-point lead for the Knicks. We're past the halfway point of the third quarter, under 6 to go. They swing it out. Royce O'Neal trying to answer with a 3, and he does just that on the pick and pop between he and Booker. Brunson pushing it the other way. He has it up top. Booker switched on to him. Brunson's going to dance with it. Coming to his right. Brunson looking to get it to somebody. Nobody's open. They get it over to Clarkson. Clarkson on the right wing. Being guarded by Allen. Clarkson picks up his handle. They get over to Towns. Bullet pass down low to McBride. McBride able to save it from going out of bounds. Pulls it out to the corner. Fires up a 3 at the buzzer. Comes up short. Long rebound. Out to Brooks, who will now bring it down. Brooks has it up top, being guarded by McBride. They get it over to Allen. Crosses over to his right. Leaves it off from Williams. Williams attacking Towns. Kicks it in the corner. Pump fake for Gillespie. Gillespie in the paint. Kicks it out. Brooks. Extra pass. Royce O'Neal. Another open 3. And another basket for Royce O'Neal. And a Knicks full timeout. It's 117, 116. OKC holding on to a lead. 35 seconds to go in that one. Full timeout for the Knicks. Knicks are getting caught in rotation. Now they're giving open looks to Royce O'Neal. Excellent play from the Suns. J-Dub one-on-one against the rookie Coward. Down the lane, takes a bump, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. No foul call. Here come the Grizzlies. They're down by one. Coward has it up top. What you got for me? Cedric Coward one-on-one against Alex Caruso. Crosses over, spins, has it at the foul line, picks up his dribble. He's got nowhere to go. Shot clock winding down. Leans in. Throws up a floater, can't get it to go. What was that? Memphis, what was that? OKC pulls off the full comeback, and they get a 1-point victory over the Grizzlies. What was that, Memphis? I'm not going to put it all on Coward. He's a rookie. Jaren Jackson Jr., you got to come get that ball, brother. Coward picks up his handle, and everybody is just standing around. Oh, my goodness. Somebody break free and go get that ball. The lack of urgency from everybody not named Cedric Coward there. I will say Cam Spencer is sprinting around trying to get open. Jaren Jackson Jr. is just standing there. You're being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Just go into his chest, put his hand up, and say, throw it towards me. I'm the star on the team. The fact that you stood out by the half-court line and didn't even want the ball is crazy. Crazy. Time to pull it off. What great teams do. Find ways to win. That's what the Knicks need to do tonight. Find a way to win. No other game to keep in mind right now. So we'll close that out. Jose Beater said, where would he be without Brunson? I mean, I hope you guys, I joke with you guys all the time that you guys got to watch more basketball games outside of Knicks games. But I hope you guys have proper appreciation for what Jaylen Brunson does for us at the end of games, man. Or else you get what just happened with Memphis. They don't even get a shot off. They turn it over. At least the Knicks the Knicks are putting up a shot, man. As I spill my water everywhere. All right, it's not too bad. AB said playing catch-up all night. Yeah. I mean, what has the percentage been? They've held the lead definitely majority of the night. Hold on, I'll check real quick. I just got to wipe up this water. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Perimeter foul on Booker as he's trying to guard Brunson off ball. Actually a pretty good time to wipe down my desk. Take advantage of spilling the water everywhere by wiping down my desk real quick. Brunson got fouled out of ball, so we're still stuck in this off-ball situation. Here we go. The Knicks will inbound it. Brunson gets it into Clarkson. Clarkson has it on the left wing. Robinson is in. Clarkson attacking to his left, spins to his right. He's being guarded by Brooks. Steps back, foul line, fall away jumper. Can't get it to go. And now the Suns will bring it down the other way. Don't love that offensive possession there from the Knicks. They get over to Booker. Booker up top. They swing it out to O'Neal. Extra pass. Wide open Brooks in the corner. He can't get it to go. But nobody in the paint to rebound. They swing it out the... How is nobody in the paint to rebound, but they gave up a wide open three? How does that happen? Booker has it up top being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his right off the Iguodaro screen. Gets to the corner. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out to Grayson Allen at the last second. Fading out of bounds. He puts it up. He can't get it to go. Nobody in the paint to rebound yet again. And a foul against Diawara trying to box out Dillon Brooks. But they gave up another offensive rebound. Not great. AB said, can't get stops, can't defend the three. Same thing from last. Not a coaching problem. It's a personnel problem. It is a personnel problem for sure. But they are better under Mike Brown for sure. Kolek is in for Diawara. They hand it off to Booker, coming to his left, down the lane, in the paint. They kick it out, up top, ran off the line as Allen. OG Anunoby strips him, but they call a foul on OG Anunoby. They're going to say foul on the floor, no shot attempt. AB said it's a player problem. I mean, a little bit. You know, you have Clarkson, not a good defender. You're missing Josh Hart. You're missing Landry Shamet, two good defenders. You're forced to play Kolek, forced to play Clarkson, forced to play a little bit of Diawara here. So your defense is going to be clunky. It is going to be clunky because you know you already have Brunson and Towns out there. But they do have the overall personnel to overcome it. I've told you before, they are not deep enough to sustain injuries from important players. Devin Booker at the foul line, stops, turns, spins. They kick it up top to Allen. Allen attacking to his left, down the lane against Robinson. Scoop layup. Can't get it to go, and Robinson secures the defense. Good verticality from Big Mitch, and here comes Tyler Kolek. Kolek on the left wing, being guarded by Iguodala. Crosses over to his left, down the lane, leans in, puts up the floater off glass. Can't get it to go. Ryan Dunn with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Still a 4-point game, under 4 minutes to go here. Booker coming to his left, a deep pull-up three. Got it to go. I mean, what do you want me to say about that? Deep pull-up three for Devin Booker, he got it to go. He's not a good three-point shooter this year. He's shooting it 29% from three. And he is what, 3 for 4 from three tonight? 3 for 3 from three tonight? Clarkson has it up top, being guarded by Grayson Allen. Coming to his right for Robinson screens, trying to snake between the two defenders. Terrible possession from Clarkson. Terrible possession. Terrible possession from Clarkson. Just way too much ball handling. Why is Clarkson being the ball handler when we got Brunson and Kolek out there? Oh man, he said, no way Knicks winning tonight? Oh, brother, here come the negative Nancy's. The second they feel adversity, all hope flies out the window. What is it? Yiv Little Faith Cafe, guys? Open it up. It's back open. Grayson Allen, pump fakes from three. Kolek doesn't give him the open space, so he doesn't take it. Allen now attacking Brunson off the bounce. Steps back for a left wing three. Grayson Allen can't get that one to go. Knicks can't grab the rebound, though. Knocked out of bounds by Anunoby. It's going to remain with the Suns. And the Suns just out-hustling the Knicks now. Double big lineup. Towns comes in. Comes in for Robinson. No double big lineup tonight. I get it. The Phoenix Suns are a three-point shooting team. They do a great job of spreading the court. But you also can't get beat up on the glass. Bridges comes in for Brunson. They get it in the Booker. Being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left. Off the Iguodala screen. In the paint. Double clutch. Leaves it off for Goodwin. And Goodwin able to lay it up. Kolek bringing it down the other way. The Knicks trail by 9. Kolek has it on the left wing. And an offensive foul on Kolek. And the Knicks falling apart a little bit here. Got to answer. End the quarter strong. And Allen gets it over to Booker. Back to Allen. Allen over to Iguodala in the lane. They kick it out to a wide open Jordan Goodwin, a three. He still can't get him to go. Kolek comes flying in for the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. Settles for the mid-range pull-up jumper in transition. Too strong, can't get it to go. Jordan Goodwin with the rebound. Leaves it off for Booker. Booker up top to get it over to Dunn. Dunn gets hit with a travel. Bridges does a good job not running him off the line. .2:11 to go here in the third. 89-80. They get it in the Kolek. Kolek bringing it down. Has it up top. Being guarded by Goodwin. Ball knocked out of his hands. Towns able to pick it up. Tries to throw a bullet pass down low to Bridges. Pass is too slow. Ryan Dunn picks it off to get it out to Booker. Booker on the right wing. He's going to put up the three. And, of course, he's going to knock it down. And the Knicks trail by 12, the largest deficit of the game. .14 straight points for Phoenix to take a 12-point lead. Devin Booker is 4 for 5 from three-point range tonight. He is a 29% three-point shooter this year. I told you guys, expect him to make threes tonight. Dillon Brooks is a 35% three-point shooter. He's 5 for 8 from three-point range tonight on pretty difficult threes for the both of them. Pull-up threes, off-the-dribble threes, fading threes, defenders in their face. It does not matter. It's the kind of night where the Phoenix Suns are going to hit their threes. The Knicks have to find a way to overcome here. Minute and 13 to go. More than enough time to make the comeback happen. You trail by 12 now, largest deficit of the game. The deficit is not that large. 12-point lead in modern basketball, not that large, but you're losing momentum quickly. Angela Harding said, if the Knicks want to win the series, they have to play serious from the start. They cannot come out half-hearted and expect to win with a winning spirit and you get things going for them. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think they're trying. I don't think they're, the insinuation is that they're not trying hard enough. They're playing hard enough. Phoenix is just getting into them, making it difficult, getting into their heads, mucking the game up, and some excellent three-point shooting. McBride's back in. He's bringing it down. Shovels it over to Towns. Towns up top, coming to his left, being guarded by Iguodala. Towns hands it off to Anunoby, coming to his right. Pulls it out. I was going to look to dance with it. Anunoby crosses over to his right, down the lane, scoop layup. Can't get the layup to go. Towns the offensive rebound, knocked out of his hands, and now here comes Ryan Dunn. Hands it off to Devin Booker, coming to his left off a screen. Bridges staying with him. Get over to O'Neal, back to Booker. Booker coming to his left off the Iguodala screen. A deep pull-up three. Can't get that one to go. Anunoby had the rebound and lost it. Towns saves it over to McBride. Anunoby got to start playing better, man. We need you, Anunoby. Wake up. McBride has it on the left wing to get over to Towns. Towns attacking to his left. And a foul on Goodwin. They finally called one. David M. said, dang, we down? They are down right now. Gigi said, Booker out-rebounding OG means they're soft. Booker's a good rebounder for his position. OG is not a good rebounder for his position. That's not softness, brother. That is skill. Towns has it up top. Rebounding is skill. Rebounding is not entirely effort, as some people may try and tell you. Towns has it up top. Hands it off to McBride. A deep straightaway three. Got it to go. When you need a basket, who do you go to? Jaylen Brunson, Deuce McBride. About the only two guys I really trust right now lining it up from the perimeter. Booker has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. This is not a good matchup. Booker gets caught in the air. They kick it out to Allen. Allen pass fake, driving to his right, down the lane, lefty layup. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. And Towns now upset with the ref, and he's like, come on, man. You're going to call a foul on me on that drive to the basket, but we're getting hammered out on the perimeter over here? So Grayson Allen will go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Student said OG is definitely on the invisible list. Grayson Allen knocks down the first free throw. Brunson's going to come back in for the final 30 seconds. Clarkson's going to come out. Not a good third quarter performance from Clarkson. Allen goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Back up to 11. 94 to 83. Brunson will bring it down for what should be their final offensive possession here. Brunson being guarded by Dunn. Dunn, a good long defender. Brunson coming to his left off a Town screen. Iguodala switched on to him. Brunson directing traffic. Brunson attacking to his right. Step back, leaves it off of Bridges. Right wing three. Can't get it to go. And McBride steals it. Towns lays it up and in. Good defense from McBride to knock the ball loose. Towns was able to pick it up. He gets the foul and the basket. He's going to go to the foul line for one more. 8-point game going into the fourth. Not bad. As Phoenix picked up a ton of momentum, Knicks battled back. 8-point game going into the fourth. Towns can knock down your free throw, big dog. Knock down your free throw. David M. said, you think you should keep Deuce in the starting lineup unit? I kind of like it. I'm 1,000% in on Deuce McBride in the starting lineup. Absolutely. I think the only reason the starting lineup, it honestly doesn't matter that much to me. But the reason why it was a big talking point last year was because Tom Thibodeau played the starting lineup like the first 8 minutes of each half. They were the most played units last year, was the starting lineup, which was crazy. Towns does knock down the free throw. Thank you, Big Cat. This year, not so much because Mike Brown is much more liberal with substitution patterns. Booker bringing it down, attacking to his left, to the basket, throws up a floater, can't get it to go, and that will be the end of the first half. 8-point game. Not terrible. Not terrible. Obviously is not where you wanted it, but not terrible. Not terrible. But the thing with Josh Hart is, like, he's still going to play 30 minutes. McBride, I need to play around 30 minutes. That means other guys are going to see their minutes slashed. That's what happens. That's what happens. Bugs Benny, what's up, Benny? Can the Knicks come back and win on Clutch Q or Suns Blow? This is why we watch the games, brother. Gigi said, Zion, at least he plays aggressive and he ain't scared. Zion? Brother, are we talking about Zion Williamson? How's he doing leading that Pelicans team? Oh, yeah, they're the worst team in the Western Conference, brother. Come on, Gigi. Brother, load up 2K. You love these ridiculous trades. Got 12 minutes of basketball left. Anunoby with 6 points. He's 1 for 6 from the field. Not good enough. Karl-Anthony Towns with 14, 8, and 5. He does have 4 turnovers. Too many turnovers. But we're kind of used to that with Karl-Anthony Towns. Bridges with 8, 6, and 4. I'm done asking for more from Karl-Anthony Towns. He's always just going to give us a solid game, but nothing more than that. Nothing more, nothing less. Jaylen Brunson with 25 and 3. He did not pick up an assist in that third quarter there. Going to need some more ball movement. Also, nobody else was really knocking down shots, though. McBride was up to 15. 3 for 6 from 3. 6 for 11 from the field. 2 boards and an assist. Mo Diawara played 4 minutes, didn't do much. Mitchell Robinson played 13 minutes. 4.6 boards. Not much else to expect from Big Mitch. Clarkson was not good in that third quarter. 12 points. Turned it over. Did not impact the game. He scored 12 points in the first half. Did not score in that third quarter. McCullough did not get back in the game. Kolek was also not very good. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers for Tyler Kolek. And the Suns will bring it down to start the fourth. Iguodala gets it over to Gillespie. Gillespie being guarded by McBride. The Knicks come out with McBride, Clarkson, Towns, Bridges, and Anunoby. Towns knocks it out of bounds. Going to stay with the Suns. Chiji said, would you rather have Mikal Bridges or Zion? A guy who plays 82 games or a guy who plays 12? Give me Mikal Bridges 10 times out of 10. Jordan Goodwin fires up a 3, way off, can't get it to go. And the Knicks battling each other for a rebound. Towns and Bridges running into each other. Can't grab it. It goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Suns. Mitchell Robinson's going to come in here. Comes in for Anunoby. Nope, Anunoby's going to stay out there. My bad. Who's Mitch Rob coming in for? He's at the scores table. He's not coming in the game yet. McBride bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Goodwin. McBride coming to his left. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top in the high post. Backing him down, attacking to his left to the basket. Takes a bump. Can't get the floater to go, but he's going to go to the foul line for 2. Towns being aggressive going to the basket. Drawing fouls now. I like it. Towns at the foul line for 2. Knock down your free throws, big dog. Come on. Misses a free throw. You got to be a knockdown free throw shooter, big cat. Don't get me pacing because you're missing free throws. Come on, man. You know I don't like seeing them miss free throws. They're free points. They're free for a reason. Come on. Gigi said, we can use some picks to rebuild. Oh, wait, we wasted it on Bridges? Yeah, brother. I mean, wasted. They made the conference finals last year, and they're one of the best teams in the East, one of the best teams in the NBA. Towns does at least knock down the second one. Here comes Gillespie. Gillespie has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Robinson and Towns both in the game. Now Gillespie fires up a left wing 3. He can't get it to go. Anunoby with the rebound. Robinson came in for Clarkson. So we got the double big lineup out there. Anunoby coming to his right. Knicks trying to dominate the boards here to start the fourth. Anunoby kicks out the Bridges. A left wing 3 from McHale. Can't get that one to go. Robinson the offensive rebound, but he steps out of bounds after he grabbed it, and the ball is going to go back to the Suns. Seven-point game here. Phoenix bringing it down. Knicks need another stop. Gillespie up top being chased by McBride. Coming to his left. They kick it out to Goodwin. They swing it over to Dunn. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin coming to his right. Knicks need to take advantage, by the way. No Brooks, no Booker. Knicks need to absolutely take advantage here. And an offensive foul on Goodwin as he ran into McBride, and they're going to give him the foul. McBride's like, finally. Finally. Been waiting for that foul call all day. And Phoenix is going to use a timeout here. Knicks trailing by 7 with 10:30 to go. Mike Breen just gave out a stat. When the Phoenix Suns are leading after the third quarter, they're 18-1 this year. So the Knicks have a lot stacked against them. Hawks pulling away from the Nuggets here. Dyson Daniels with the triple-double. 15, 10, and 10. Kings Warriors approaching halftime. That's a close one. Rockets Blazers. That's a close one. Be prepared when the Knicks play the Blazers. Oh my goodness, is this going to be a frustrating game? I'm warning you guys now. I'm warning you now. This Blazers team is going to drive us crazy. This Blazers team. Bucks Lakers have just tipped off. Okay. And we know the ending of all these other games we watched. Thunder pulled off a squeaker against the Grizzlies. Great teams find a way to win. Got to find a way to win. As for tomorrow's game, we're not going to do a game tomorrow. Maybe, hold on. Timberwolves, Cavs, early start time. Can't do that one. Got Heat, Pacers. You got Spurs, Celtics. Spurs, Celtics, you say? We do have Sunday games. So I might take the Saturday off. If anything, we'll do Spurs, Celtics, but we'll see. We'll see. Knicks play on Sunday at 6. David said, man, JB's going to have to take over again. It's going to have to be a team effort tonight. Because it's got to be led by the defense. And we play the Blazers on Sunday. So that'll be a tough game. It'll be a tough game for sure. AP with a very generous super chat. Here we go. Got a bad feeling Brunson Knicks' career is going to be like Patrick Ewing. They could not find a reliable star to pair him with. Shout out to the chat. That's not a crazy take at all. I will say at least the Knicks have found stars to pair him with between Randall and, well, they already had Randall, but between Randall and Karl-Anthony Towns, at least he had the ability to play alongside another star. I mean, Patrick Ewing was playing alongside the stars of Charles Oakley and John Starks, who were good players, but they weren't stars. Grayson Allen, mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Tyler Kolek is in the game along with McBride, Bridges, Towns, and Robinson. Towns has it up top. Coming to his right for Robinson screen. He's going to step back. Pump fakes from 3. Get over to Kolek. Kolek coming to his right. Half spin. driving it down, behind the back, coming to his right in the lane. Gets swatted out of there by Mark Williams. A terrible drive from Kolek yet again. Grayson Allen down the lane, throws up a lob to Mark Williams, and a two-handed slam. It has not been a good night for Tyler Kolek at all. And we had people in the chat saying, "Oh, give me Kolek over McBride." Come on, man. And then Royce O'Neal fouls Towns, battling for positioning. Not a good night for Tyler Kolek at all. Joseph said Kolek's been terrible tonight. Absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Kolek has it up top. Get over to Towns. Towns whips it through his left, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds by O'Neal. Kolek gets it into Robinson. Takes the handoff. Hands it off to McBride. Swings through to his left off the Robinson screen. A pull-up three, well contested. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebound out to Bridges. They kick it out to Kolek. He fires up a three. He can't get it to go. Robinson the rebound. Back out to McBride. McBride pulls it all the way back out, looking for a better shot here. McBride dancing with it. Crosses over to his left, down the lane. Step back, pump fake, steps through. Kicks it out to an open Bridges. Right corner three. McHale. 3 shots, can't get him to go. Robinson yet another rebound. They kick it out. McBride wide open straightaway three. Line me up. Can't get it to go. Towns the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled on the rebound attempt by Royce O'Neal. And the Knicks beating them up on the glass. This is exactly what this lineup is supposed to be doing. Absolutely what this lineup is supposed to be doing. And they pick up yet another foul. So if the Knicks can find themselves in the bonus early in this quarter, it'd be helpful. It'd be helpful. They currently trail by 9, 96-87. Brunson comes in for Tyler Kolek here. Very good substitution for Mike Brown. Kolek has not been good tonight. The Knicks talking to each other, calling out the set, what they want to do. McBride will inbound it, get it into Robinson, hands it off to McBride, back into his left, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson up top, crossing over to his left, spins to his right, dancing with it. Backing him down, stop, pump fake, leans in, foul line fall all the way after the bump, and Brunson got it to go. Well defended from Colin Gillespie. It did not matter. Knicks need a lot more shot making like that here tonight. Gillespie up top coming to his right to get it out to O'Neal, who pump fakes to get it back to Gillespie, coming to his left off the screen. Pump fakes again to get it back to O'Neal. O'Neal being guarded by Bridges on a switch. They swing it back to Gillespie. He pump fakes from 3, driving to his right, behind his back, pulling it out. Almost lost the handle, picks it up, fires it up over Towns. Can't get it to go. A long rebound, battling for it. McBride knocks it loose, and no other Knick is fighting for it. Where are you guys? They swing it out to an open Goodwin for a 3. Too strong, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Robinson. Now back over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. A pull-up 3 for JB. In and out, can't get it to stay. And a rebound from O'Neal. I didn't love that pull-up 3 for Brunson. I would have liked an attack to the rim. You're currently trailing by 7. O'Neal fires a deep 3. Can't get that one to go, and he bails the Knicks out on that one right there. That's a bad shot from O'Neal. Bridges bringing it down with 8 minutes to go. Why is my timer stopped? It did not hit that button. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by O'Neal. Good pressure from, that's not O'Neal, that's Goodwin. And then Goodwin ends up fouling him. So the Knicks will retain possession here after the foul on Goodwin. Excellent defense from him. Brooks is back in. Booker is back in. And this comeback got a lot more difficult for the Knicks. Currently trailing by 7. Brunson being guarded by Brooks. Coming to is right at the Robinson screen. Driving it down. They show multiple defenders. They lob it down low to Robinson. They kick it out to Anunoby for an open 3. Excellent kick out from Mitchell Robinson. Got it to go. Excellent kick out from Big Mitch. Excellent kick out. 4-point game. 7:40 to go. Brooks has it up top. 96-92. Mark Williams has it up top, leaves it off for Booker, being chased by Bridges. Has it on the left wing, pulls it back out, now coming to his right of a screen. Brunson switched onto him. Booker likes this matchup, so he's going to take a one-on-one. Nick shading over. Booker backing him down, he has it in the post. Backing him down. Stop, step back. They show multiple defenders, he puts up the jumper, got it to go. End of the foul over Jaylen Brunson. Landing violation, and he's going to go to the foul line for Juan Moa. That's just Devin Booker being a star there. Walk you down to my spot. Knock it down. Nothing you could do but foul. And even that ain't going to work. Booker knocks down his free throw. Brunson will bring it down the other way. Being guarded full court by Brooks. Brunson has it up top. Driving to his left down the lane. Throws up a floater. Can't get it to go. Robinson secures the offensive rebound. Saves it. Over to McBride. McBride in the left corner. And he steps out of bounds. Excellent pressure. Excellent pressure from the Phoenix Suns. Forcing the Knicks into turnovers here. 7-point game. Phoenix gets the ball back. Knicks are in the bonus with 7 minutes to go. Gillespie bringing it down, being guarded by McBride. Coming to his right. Get over to Williams. Williams up top, being guarded by Robinson. Hands it off to Booker. Driving to his right at the foul line. Backing him down. Step back. Fall away midi. Can't get that one to go. Robinson, good box down rebound. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson, quick crossover to his right. Blows past Brooks in the lane. Steps through. Scoop layup left hand. Can't get it to go. Robinson can't get the putback to go. And here comes Phoenix bringing it down. They kick it out. Gillespie, left corner, three. Can't get it to go. Knicks catch a bit of a break. Anunoby gets the rebound. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Nobody down there with him, so slow it down. They get over to Anunoby. Hit it over to Bridges. Up top to McBride. Back to Anunoby. Anunoby being guarded by Royce O'Neal. Anunoby coming to his left off a Robinson screen. In the paint. Kicks it up top to McBride. Attacking to his left. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Anunoby. He's going to fire up a left corner three. OG, way to knock me down, big dog. Back to a 4-point game, 6:10 to go, and a Suns timeout. Back to 4. Halfway through this fourth. Good timeout. Good job forcing the timeout from Phoenix because Robinson looked a little gassed there. Absolutely looked a little gassed. Needed a breather. Needed a breather. Suns Gen said, what a game. It is a good game. It is a good game. Phoenix has been leading the majority of it. Knicks need yet another comeback to pull this one off. We could take a look. Yeah, they have been leading for 81% of the game. Phoenix has been leading for, you can't see it because we're in the wrong scene. Phoenix has been leading for 81% of the time. Knicks 13. Rest of it has been tied. The largest lead was 12. Our largest lead was 4. 17 fouls to 19 fouls. 30 points in the paint to 36. 14 turnovers for the Knicks to 8 turnovers for the Suns. Excellent defense from the Suns today. Some sloppy play from our New York Knicks. 4 steals to 2. 3 blocks to 1. Okay. 20 assists to 21 assists. 43 rebounds for the Knicks, 45 for the Suns. And that most of those are coming here in the fourth quarter where Robinson snagging offensive rebound after offensive rebound. It's 14-8 in terms of the rebounding battle here. And both teams have made 15 threes. So while it's felt a little bit like Phoenix was knocking down some crazy shots, it's pretty equal. Pretty equal. 15 for 37 for the Knicks, 15 for 39 for the Suns. Buzzer Beater said, where's Clyde Frazier? Clyde is in his 80s. Not making these road trips anymore, brother. You're not making these road trips anymore. George said, Knicks are going to give Spike Lee a heart attack. He's seen more than his fair share, brother. Not going to get a heart attack on a January 9th game. Juzz's dad reminding people to the like button. Appreciate you, Juzz's dad. If you're enjoying the show, hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. It's the only thing I'll ever ask of you, and it's the best way to support any show, any content, any channel, any creator you see. Just show support to their channel. Very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. MBM said, real Knicks fans have a strong heart. All right, here we go. Checking back in. Towns and Robinson. Towns comes back in. Robinson remains on the court. Knicks come out with McBride, Brunson, Anunoby, Towns, and Robinson. You get over to Booker, mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. And we are past the halfway point. 4-point game. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to it right at the Robinson screen. Brunson dancing with it. Being guarded by Iguodala. Pulls it back up. Brunson likes the matchup. He's going to look to isolate it. Pull up three. Comes up short. Don't love that shot. Here comes Royce O'Neal. O'Neal gets it over to Booker. Coming to his right of the screen. Driving it down. Town switched on to him. Booker crosses over. Foul line pull-up jumper. Comes up short. Robinson another rebound. And here comes Brunson. It ahead to McBride. You're getting some stops. You got to follow it up with some scores. Or else the stops don't mean much. Brunson gets it over to McBride. Gets it over to Towns in the corner. Towns hesitates from three. Being guarded by Booker. And they call an offensive foul on Towns. Gotta stop. Let me see the replay. Is it egregious? I don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not the way they've allowed the defense to play today. A little ticky-tack foul call on Towns, but he gets hit with those. Booker has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left off a screen. They leave it off for Brooks up top, being guarded by Robinson. He swings through to his right down the lane, scoop layup. Got it to go past Robinson. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson coming to his left off a high Robinson screen. Driving it down. Cross-court pass to Anunoby. Hesitates from three. Gets caught in the air. Knocked out of his hands. Anunoby able to recover it. They kick it out to McBride. McBride being guarded by Gillespie. Back into his right. Crossing over to his left. Down the lane to the basket. Goes up high off glass. Can't get it to go. Robinson gets the tip up and in as the shot clock expires. There you go, Big Mitch. And now you need more stops. Trailing by 4. Dillon Brooks bringing it down. Being guarded by Robinson. Now Brunson switches onto him. Brooks is going to look to dance. Driving it down. Foul line. Pull up jumper. And they hit him with the travel. I was going to say, drag them pivot feet. But they do hit him with the travel. Knicks catch a break there because he did knock it down. So the Knicks will bring it down here. Trailing by 4. 4:20 to go. Brunson being guarded by Brooks. Up top. Coming to his right off a double screen. Brunson. They show two. Double team him. Throw a lob up to Robinson for a two-handed slam. Mitchell Robinson integral right now. Excellent pass from Brunson. Good manipulation from the Knicks. And here come the Suns. It's a 2-point game. Got to take that lead, though. Booker has it up top. They show two. Now they retreat. Booker being guarded by Anunoby. Robinson switches on to Booker. Booker going to look to attack. Steps back for a straightaway three of a Robinson. Too strong, can't get it to go. Brunson comes in for the rebound. Hit ahead to Anunoby. Anunoby throws a lob up to Robinson. A terrible pass. A terrible pass from OG. Terrible pass. Threw a laser as a lob pass to Mitchell Robinson. My timer's not going. Again, I'm not hitting the timer button. Keep going, timer. O'Neal has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Could have tied it up there. You get it over to Brooks, being guarded by Robinson. Jab step. Jab step. Jab step. Brooks, step back three over Robinson. Well short. Brunson chases down the long rebound again. Now here comes Brunson, bringing it down. Full head of steam. Stop, turn, half spin. Dancing with it against Brooks. Ooh, quick crossover to his right, down the lane. A lot of dribbling from JB here. All right, let's make a pass. Pulls it back out. He's going to reset. He's going to run the pick and roll with Towns. Coming to his right. Kicks it over to Towns. Towns, a three. Line me up. Comes up short. Long rebound. Anunoby tips it up. And a loose ball foul in Iguodala. And the Knicks are in the bonus. So 2 free throws for OG Anunoby. Boom Pei said, sub chef, yeah, slapped your like because those great portraits for Brooks and Williams. Appreciate you, Boom Pei. Appreciate you. OG Anunoby at the foul line for 2. OG hit 2 clutch threes in this quarter. MBM OG tied up. Come on, big dog. Knock down your free throws. And are we going to get a full Suns timeout? A coach's challenge. Not a coach's challenge. We are going to get a coach's challenge. Mr. Nixon said this is tight. Need the free throws. Absolutely need the free throws. Absolutely. Ace Montez says I'm muted. Anybody else having an issue with the sound? Phoenix is challenging it. You know they're going to spend 10 minutes at the monitor looking at it 10 different ways. Don't know which way this is going to go. They did not. Now they're going to show the replay. Anunoby had it. Guys ran into each other. Even if this is, I don't think this should be, there's no way to me this could be a foul on anybody on the Knicks. So if they decide that this is just incidental contact and there's no foul in Iguodaro, and honestly it's just a wrong place, wrong time type of foul, Anunoby jumps into Iguodaro. He's the guy who falls into him chasing the rebound. But if they decide that this is a no call, no foul, and they take the foul away, Karl-Anthony Towns does grab the rebound. So imminent possession will still stay with the Knicks. So at best, Anunoby ends up with 2 free throws. At worst, Knicks will retain possession side out of bounds here. Here we go. The ruling stands. Foul on Iguodaro. So Phoenix loses a timeout. They lose their ability to challenge the remainder of the game, and Anunoby will get 2 free throws. Knock down your free throws, OG. Oh, that was Phoenix's second challenge anyway. Interesting. I don't remember their first challenge. Gigi said, I'm calling on Bridges to hit a big 3. I don't care who it is. Pull out the victory. Knicks trail by 2 here, 101-99. 3 minutes to go. Anunoby at the foul line for 2. Knicks call a full timeout. So we're not going to get our free throws yet. Let's go around the league. We got the time. We got the time. Actually, as a matter of fact, real quick, let's look at the box scores again. Anunoby at 12. He's 3 for 9 from the field. 2 huge threes in this fourth quarter. 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Karl-Anthony Towns with 15, 12, and 5. He does have the 5 turnovers, but he is rebounding the heck out of the ball. He is being more of a hub, making plays out of the high post. He did start to score in the second half here. Put my hands up. Not the greatest game of Karl-Anthony Towns, but he wasn't all that bad tonight. Mikal Bridges, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Again, I'm done calling on Mikal Bridges to do more. He kind of just is what he is. You just got to accept it, unfortunately. I'm done for calling him to score more. Brunson doing Jaylen Brunson things. 100. Also, now I got to do this because they just showed us that Anunoby will knock down his 2 free throws. Love to see that. Brunson is going to continue to do Brunson things. 27 from the field. 9 for 18, or 27 points, 9 for 18 from the field, 5 for 10 from 3. That's what Jaylen Brunson does. 15 points for Deuce McBride. Mo Diawara didn't get much run. Mitchell Robinson has been integral here tonight. 8 points, 14 big old rebounds. How many of them offensive? 8 offensive rebounds. Majority of them here in the fourth quarter. You gotta love it, y'all. You gotta love it. All right, here we go. Checking back in. Anunoby, we got spoiled. Will knock down both of the free throws here. Amy said, I'm sorry, 5-2 is 4 too many. Well, when you're a high usage player and you're playing out of the hub, I'll take 2 to 3 turnovers at most. So I'd say 2 to 3 too many. You're not going to get a 1 turnover game for a guy who's playmaking and handling it as much as Karl-Anthony Towns is out of the center spot. MBM said, I'm not worried, but the cafe of Little Faith is still open. Anunoby knocks down the 2 free throws, of course. And here we go. 3 minutes to go. Stops and scores, y'all. Stops and scores. Booker up top coming to his right. Spins. Good defense from the Knicks. Forced him to kick it out to O'Neal. O'Neal up top being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his right. Good ball done out from Anunoby. Cashes it about the half-court line. Booker attacking to his left. Over to O'Neal. Extra pass to Gillespie. Quick to Allen. Quick catch and fire. Can't get it to go. Brunson can't grab the rebound. Knocked out of his hands by Brooks. Booker has it and then throws it right to Deuce McBride, who comes up with the steal. Excellent defense from Deucey. Brunson on the left wing being guarded by Booker. Take the lead, Knicks. Brunson's going to dance with it. Coming to his right. Down the lane in the paint. Throws up the floater. Comes up short. Dillon Brooks with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. And Mitchell Robinson waving everybody away. He said, I got Brooks. Brooks picks up his handle. They get it over to O'Neal. O'Neal coming to his right. They get it over to Devin Booker. Devin Booker waving O'Neal away. He is waving O'Neal away. He's going to go out Mitchell Robinson now. Booker dancing with it, coming to his left. Goes right into him. Step back. Foul line, fall away jumper. Rattles it in for Devin Booker over the outstretched hands of Mitchell Robinson. Good defense from the Knicks. Better offense from Booker. Brunson has it up top, directing traffic. They get it over to McBride. Takes the handoff, coming to his right for Robinson screen. Stops. Pulls it back. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Shot clock winding down. Lost the handle again. Brunson picks it up. Going at Grayson Allen now. Brunson dancing with it. Crosses over to his left. Shot clock winding down. Blows past the defense. Loses the handle out of bounds. Doing too much from our guards. McBride lost the handle 2 or 3 times. Brunson had to make something happen with only 4 or 5 seconds left. Lost it out of bounds. Trail by 2. You need another basket. 1:30 to go. 90 seconds to go. Booker up top being guarded by Anunoby. Coming off a double screen. Towns switched onto him. Booker has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Towns. Gonna look to dance. They show double team. They kick it up top to O'Neal. Pass fake. Puts up the 3. Got it to go. Royce O'Neal. A huge 3-pointer. 5-point game. Get it into McBride. They get it back to Brunson. Back to McBride. McBride will bring it down. Back to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Grayson Allen. They swing it out to McBride. Jab step. Attacking to his left. In the paint. Pulls it all the way back out. 1 minute to go. McBride being guarded by Dillon Brooks. Crosses over to his left. McBride driving down. Step back. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go for Deuce McBride. A terrible shot, but we knocked it down. It's a 3-point game. Booker bringing it down, 50 seconds to go. You need a stop here. And then obviously you need a quick basket or a 3. Preferably a quick basket. Booker up top. Coming to his right off a double screen. Anunoby sticking with him. Now they're going to call for another screen. Coming to his left. Town switched on to Booker. Going to look to attack to his left. Gets tripped up. And a side out of bounds. Shot clock reset to 14 here. They had a foul to give. 33 seconds on the game clock. 14 is reset to the shot clock. Bridges is coming in for who? Robinson for Towns. Dillon Brooks will be the inbounder. So we're out there with Robinson, Bridges, Brunson, Anunoby, and McBride. They get it into Iguodala. Iguodala being guarded by Robinson. Robinson fouls Iguodala. He was going for the steal. Fouls Iguodala. Iguodala's a 50% free throw shooter. Towns back at the scorer's table doing offense, defense. He's got to pull off some magic to pull this one out today. Dara with the foul line. Misses the first one. He's got another one coming. Ends up being a good foul from Big Mitch. Well, I guess he's got to miss this next one for it to be a good foul. He's at 49% this year. So, percentages tell us he'll likely make this next one. But percentages also tell us it is a 50-50% chance. Iguodala got to miss both to keep it a single possession game. He misses it. Anunoby with the rebound. Knicks need a 3. Or a very quick 2 here, and then play the foul game. Brunson up top being guarded by Iguodala. Brunson dancing with it, pulls it back out. Brunson pump fakes, gets caught in the air. And then knocked out of bounds by Colin Gillespie. Terrible, terrible, terrible final possession from the Knicks. Jaylen Brunson jumping into the air. What you doing, big dog? Grayson Allen. Oh, no. Knicks should use the challenge. Grayson Allen was out of bounds when he touched the ball. Knicks should get the ball back here. Knicks should get the ball back here. Good challenge. Let me see the replay. See it at a different angle. Oh, nope, that's clean. That's clean. Great hustle from Grayson Allen. Knicks are going to end up losing that challenge. Ball is going to stay here with Phoenix. Excellent hustle from Grayson Allen. Terrible job from Bridges to fend off Grayson Allen. Terrible job by Brunson to get caught in the air, throw the ball away like that. Mark said he wasn't. No, he wasn't. On the replay. Still in bounds. Excellent play from Grayson Allen. Terrible job from Bridges. Bridges in that situation, if you're jogging to make sure nobody saves the ball, you have to slow down and stop in front of Grayson Allen and force him to try and dive around you. You're jogging toe-in-toe with the ball as if, I don't know. I don't know, big dog. I don't know what you're trying to do there. DVR said, love my team, but this team as currently stands is not it. Will not win a chip. All right, brother. All right. Second adversity hits. You guys could hop off the bandwagon, and when we're dancing down the street during the parade, y'all, remember where you guys stood. Stay on that side. Suns get the ball back, of course. Excellent play from Grayson Allen. AB said, I've been saying that since last year, folks, but I'm crazy. Brother, I don't think some of the people who are on your side are the people you want on your side. McCullough, Anunoby, Robinson, Bridges, and McBride. A couple excellent defenders here. 14 seconds on the clock. They quickly get it into Allen. Terrible denial from McCullough. Terrible denial. So Allen will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. He's an excellent free throw shooter. They're already up by 3. All you got to do is make 1. 13 and a half seconds to go. Allen, the first one. Allen made the first one. It's already a 4-point game. The Knicks do have a timeout remaining. He knocks it down. Both of them. I'm going to quickly rush it down the other end. You got to look for a 3 here. You have to. Can't go for the easy 2. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Left wing 3. Got it to go. 5 seconds to go. Suns use their final timeout. You have an opportunity. You absolutely have an opportunity here. 5 seconds to go. You still have a timeout remaining. Good job by Mike Brown to not use the timeout there. Like I said, you had to rush it down and get the 3. You did get the 3. Now you have to deny and foul. Nice to see Josh Hart is on the bench. Should be making his return soon. Boy, oh boy, do they need him. 5 seconds to go. The Knicks do have a timeout remaining. They're going to inbound it. Got to foul immediately, or hopefully get the steal and then call a timeout. Or you got to foul immediately. Send them to the foul line. Hope they miss one. Trailing by 2. They make both. Game is over. So the Knicks defensive lineup is going out there. The Phoenix Suns have the full court available to them after the timeout. Brunson's going to come in for Robinson because if they do end up getting a steal, you want Brunson as an option to shoot the ball. They throw it into Grayson Allen and McBride fouls him. Only 0.5 comes off the clock. Allen to the foul line for 2. He's a knockdown free throw shooter. Just Dad said, I really don't like Grayson Allen. Refs like him, sadly. Unfortunately, I agree with you. I don't like Grayson Allen either. But unfortunately, good play. Grayson Allen hit the first one. He's a knockdown free throw shooter. All he has to do is hit this next free throw, and that should end the game, giving them a 2-possession lead. Unless they do something as foolish as foul a 3-point shooter, they make the basket, but highly unlikely. Allen knocks down both of them. Knicks will use their final timeout, but they trail by 4 with 4.5 to go. Might as well. Keenar, what's up, Keenar? We need an LJ moment. They do. Highly unlikely to happen, though. Ruthian Lewis with the Ruthian. Knicks just suck. All right, guys. Oh, you little cafe that's still open, y'all. Still open. So 16 points for the Suns in this fourth quarter, only 20 points for the Knicks. They needed more than 20 points. Needed to rely on their offense. Did not come through for them. Carl James said Clarkson never came back, even though he's hot. Clarkson was not very good tonight. He had one good quarter. He was okay. He was good in the second quarter, and that was it. Was not good in the third. Was not good to start the fourth. So they have Bridges, Towns, Brunson, Anunoby, McBride, the same starting lineup. Get into Anunoby, turns, leans in, fires, gets fouled. Needed to make it. He needed to make it. Here's the thing, though. 2.2 on the clock. Terrible foul by Phoenix. If anything, just give them the open 3 and then play the foul game. Continue to play the foul game. They have no more timeouts. So Anunoby got 3 free throws. Here's the thing. You make the first 2. You miss the last one. You try to go for an offensive rebound and put back. And he misses it. All right, this game is over. All right. I mean, you make it the second one. You make it a 3-point game. You miss the last one. You try to knock the offensive rebound out to a 3-point shooter for a 3. He misses the second one. This one's over. Oh, you couldn't even give yourself at the end, brother. You couldn't even help yourself at the end. Oh, man, all you had to do was make the first two, man. All you had to do was make the first two. So down 4, you have to make this free throw, make it a 3-possession game. Try to get a steal and a turnover on the inbound. So you got to make it. Both teams out of timeouts, both teams in the bonus, obviously. He does knock down the next one. Gadaro gets it into Brooks, who somehow escaped the Knicks, and that will wrap up the game. You rewind that real quick. Who was supposed to be on him? Rewind that. I gotta keep going further back, my goodness. Brunson's on Brooks. Spins off of Brunson. Jaylen Brunson, what you doing, big dog? Where were you? What was that, JB? He spins off of you and you just let him go? You didn't communicate to Anunoby. Maybe you wanted him to switch off of you? Stay to your man. Worry about everybody else later. So the Knicks will lose. I can see it here. It's already the final. But there was no chance they were going to be able to make the comeback happen. 112-107, the Knicks fall to 24-14. They still remain 10 games over 500. They now fall back to the 3 seed as the Boston Celtics won today. No game tomorrow. Maybe we will end up doing the Celtics-Spurs game. Seems like a pretty good game to do. If we do end up doing one, it will be this one. Timberwolves-Cavs game is also good, but that's a 1 o'clock start time. I will not be home for that. And then, of course, the next time we are definitely getting together is to watch the Knicks versus Blazers game. That is a 6 p.m. start time. And we don't have another option to do a game because it takes 2.5 hours to do a game. And the next game that starts is Rockets-Kings, which, honestly, not all that interested. Stir Show, appreciate you. We had a hard-fought fourth quarter. As a Knicks fan, I'm now also a Suns fan. Just that to take a day off. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Got work in the morning, so we'll see how I'm feeling for Spurs Celtics. Usually try to take one day off. Tomorrow would be the day off. But again, if I'm feeling up to it, I'll do it. If not, we'll take our normal day off. But we will, of course, be back for the... we will, of course, be back for Knicks versus Blazers. Blazers are a really tough team. 18-20 on the season. They do have a couple of really good victories under their belt. They had a really tough schedule to start the year, and they're still hovering around 500. If you thought it was really frustrating, the kind of whistle we saw tonight, which honestly wasn't really that frustrating. Both teams ended up with the same amount of fouls before we got to the foul fest at the end. But Denny Avdia has one of the most generational whistles I've ever seen in my entire life. So it's going to be a tough one. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Suns Gen with a very generous donation. He sent a membership out there. Appreciate you, Suns Gen. Very generous of you, big dog. And that was the buzzer beater. Shout out the buzzer beater with a gifted membership from Suns Gen. Thank you, Suns Gen. Shout out to you, big dog. You got the victory in a close game. Unfortunate for the Knicks, who continue their slide. Losers of 5 of their last 7 games, something like that. 5 of the last 7 games. We want to do that. 5 of the last 6 games as they continue now to slide into the loss column. They're only 1 back in the loss column to the 76ers, 2 back of the Raptors. Not where you want to be if you're the Knicks. Not where you want to be. But we will see each other on Sunday to watch that Knicks game yet again. There's also a Spurs Timberwolves game, so that's going to be fun. Shout out to all of the channel members. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight on another disappointing showing for our New York Knicks. I mean, I'm not disappointed in the effort or the game per se, but I'm disappointed in the ending. Of course, the Knicks walk away with a loss. Can't keep stacking losses, Knicks. Can't keep stacking losses. So they need Josh Hart back. Very, very evident that, again, they're not a deep enough team to to survive these injuries. And Landry Shamet should be making his back soon as well. So here we go. Here we go. Need them back expeditiously. Hopefully, they will be back for that Blazers game because, boy, oh boy, could we use Josh Hart, I'm speaking of. Landry Shamet is still maybe a week or two away. Because we're going to need the bodies. We're going to need the bodies. I expect guys to be in a ton of foul trouble. But with that being said, appreciate you guys. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.